Hello and welcome to the United Adventure Company. It is Tuesday, and Tuesdays are weird nights. I am your host, Jesse Craig, aka Eagle Rabbit, aka Professor Matches, aka also known as. That's a joke. Anyway, tonight we will be playing a weird one shot. So we have a motley crew of individuals together playing pre-generated characters. Name of tonight's game is The Reunion. It's a game that I tested at, well, a little bit of trivia. This is a reboot of the first ever WYRD game, which was created way back in 2001 number thing, a long time ago. In the ones place, 2000s, and then the ones place. It actually, when we played it Saturday, ended up being everyone's favorite out of all the games we ran. So I hope you enjoy it. This is more of a physical B-grade horror game than a mystery, so be prepared for that. So with me, I guess Two Wolf, would you like to tell us who you're playing?
Lee Hollister, a rock star procrastinator.
All right. Then we have also, Two Wolf played in our last actual campaign test play, The Awakening of Newsom, which, by the way, next Tuesday's weird one shot is going to be The Return to Newsom. All right. Then we have Diamond, also with the United Adventure Company. He is our Clip Master Supreme. Diamond.
Yes, I will be playing Steve Perez. Steve Perez is your good-natured, no-nonsense, down-to-earth mechanic, like all mechanics tend to be.
All right. Next, Sam. You played in United Adventure Company in the Dragon Queen, Horde of the Dragon Queen.
Yeah, I played Garrow the Monk in Horde of the Dragon Queen, along with Diamond, our rogue. And tonight I am Jason Webb, the reformed delinquent turned gamer with a bad reputation.
Yes, Jason had an incident when he was younger. He fell in with the wrong crowd, got a bad rep. And of course, we know that from what he just said, right? Okay, so we have Gina. Gina, you've played in a few United Adventure Company games. I know that you've played in Merc Borgay. And you also you were the winner of the Chrisma Kills
which I'm wearing.
t-shirt. Oh, awesome. Represent. I just got
Nothing.
who are you playing?
I am playing Jessica Webb, who is Jason's twin sister, and Jessica is a civic-minded future leader with Renaissance Fair aspirations. She's a complex woman.
Absolutely. Joining us, we have Unknown Human. We played with you before, didn't we? Played in what game was that?
Yeah, it was like a one-shot D&D 5e game.
One shot D&D.
Yeah, I recognize you.
I do too. Well, I recognize you, obviously me. So who are you playing?
I am playing Holly Blake. She is a new agey person who likes witchy things.
Yes, and just so you know, Holly Blake, that is my wife's favorite character to play.
Oh, that's wonderful.
She loves that character. It's really dark on my side. Do I look dark?
Yeah, you got a
Okay.
little bit of shadow in your face.
Give me light out. There's nothing I can do about that. So I'll just look a little dark.
Mhm.
Are we actually streaming? All I'm seeing is
Yeah.
the intro screen.
No, it's going.
Okay.
We are live.
Did you hit pause or something by accident?
That was weird. Yes, and I've just been told that I look extremely dark. I'm sorry. I can turn my light on.
Just a
Oh,
shady
yes.
individual today, huh?
Yes.
Just get a flashlight, just like, ooh.
It's all right. Well, this game is actually on my iPad. My iPad gives me that ominous.
Yeah,
There
exactly.
you go.
All right. Well, let's just get started. Everyone here, you've known each other for a very long time. You're all friends. You've been through middle school, high school. You may have had your falling outs every now and then, but you all pretty much stayed tight throughout high school anyway. When it became time to graduate and go to college and go out and seek your own fortunes, you swore that you would stay in contact, and you all left what is called St. Cambion Island, which is it's where WYRD takes place. It's a fictional island off the coast of Massachusetts. For one reason or another, you ended up losing contact with each other. Occasionally, you may have a fond memory of back in the day, but then the phone rings and the office wants copies of something. Your car needs a new something because someone stole it while you were parked at the grocery store, stuff like catalytic converter. That's it. If you're listening, Ryan, that was for you. All right. Apparently, catalytic converters are the hot thing to steal off cars. So after about 3 years, you were all individually contacted by another close friend who was close, named Ken. Ken was the only one who stayed home. He stayed home to work at the family garage. And he wants everyone to come back home and get together for good old time's sake. Even meet up at the old hangout, which was this old cabin in the woods north of the Harp Island State Park that had been abandoned for quite some time. Even back when you were in grade school, you would go here to hang out. It's just this old rundown cabin. Obviously off limits to the public, but way outside of where the Rangers usually patrol. Sorry, I'm trying to stall so I can find that file.
Incidentally, there's been a request to nominate Gina for an extra favor point for wearing Charisma Kills swag.
Awesome. Let's give her 2. How's that? Or is that too much?
Hey, thanks.
Everyone starts off with 6. All right. Excuse me while I can't find that damn. All right.
Cabin in the woods. My gosh, nothing ever bad happens in a remote cabin in the woods.
Yes, we'll do that while I look for the file. I'll tell you what. Now I'm just been informed you can't see roll 20. So for those of you at home, you won't be able to see this beautiful artwork that I prepared for you. All right. All right, so you all arrived roughly the same time at the airport. Who's playing Steve?
I am.
Isn't it? Okay. You drove here because you have this just fine classic car, and you were not going to leave that at home. The last person who played that character, it was like some just pimped out like 57 Chevy, whatever. I'll leave it up to you. So you all pile up in Steve's car and head out to the state park. And if you see that map, you folks at home won't see it, but for our players, if you see that map, the airport is way over here. It's a smaller airport by Cambion Town where I'm pinging with my pinger thingy there. Can y'all see that? Harp State Park is way down here where I'm pinging with that other part of the pinger thingy. All right, so you're all riding with Steve. Steve's got this big car. You can all fit in there. And we'll give you a chance to do a little role playing. It's a little awkward at first because you've been away for so long. So maybe small talk, and then you start to warm up to each other. How about we start with Steve? Well,
So I'm here at the airport to pick everybody up, and the classic car that I'm driving is a 1964 stretch limo that's been lifted with and then the engine has got a supercharger and these giant hood scoops that come out over the hood. So the top of the engine probably stands, a good 6 inches above the roof of the limo. And then there are just these giant flame artwork that comes back from the limo. And of course, picking up my buddies at the airport, I am dressed complete in the black suit with the cap and a giant purple bow tie. And I've got a placard that I'm holding up with each of your names as you come to the as I catch you coming towards the door. I hold up a placard, and I'm waiting in the loading zone, waiting for everybody to head to the vehicle.
all right. Sorry, I don't remember which characters you're playing until we start playing a little further. So with Two Wolf, you were playing Lee. So Lee and Gina, you're playing
Jessica.
Jessica. Is anyone playing Jason? Yeah, you're playing Jason.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
I'm probably hanging back with my sister Jessica, a little nervous because everyone probably remembers that time in high school where I got arrested after stealing from the coat check during senior prom.
Yeah.
And got expelled and all that.
All right. Well, you're walking out and you happen to bump into your friend Holly as y'all are heading out to find.
Oh, wow. Holly.
Steve.
What's up?
Long time no see.
Hey guys.
Hey, it's good to see you again. What
Good
you
to
been up
see you
to?
Just starting my own coven, doing a little bit of tarot on the side, a little bit of freelance here and there.
That's fascinating. I've always been very interested in hearing perspectives of interpretations of tarot readings. Maybe you could do mine.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm even wondering if I could join a Wiccan group. So I'll just let you know if you're interested.
Oh, that's awesome. Awesome, Holly.
All right, and as you walk, you can see Steve with his classic cherry mobiles, the Steve mobile.
Wow,
Guys,
Steve, you
over-
really
Yeah.
toned it
Over
down.
here. I've
Would've
been
missed
working
ya.
on this thing for a while. I tell you, it is dialed in.
Oh, Steve, that is sick. Good to see you. I go
How's
into
it
the hub.
been?
Yeah, it's been all right. It's been all right. You know.
Have you been laying low here? Is that what's been going on lately? Haven't heard anything
Yeah.
from you. You're not even on Facebook.
Nah, no, not anymore. I've been getting into the whole, professional gaming scene, playing Guilty Gear online. So it's pretty cool. I've been streaming a little bit, get a little money that way.
Ah, interesting. Interesting.
But wow, you're still into cars, huh? I can tell.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Been working on this one for a little bit.
Sick, man. I'm gonna slide into, probably the back seat somewhere.
Absolutely.
Well,
I think
it's a limo, so it's got a huge back seat.
Yeah.
absolutely. And I've got that mini bar stocked, so help yourself.
Whoa, this is crazy. And I'm just gonna make myself at home inside.
All right. Everyone else just want to slide in.
Yeah, I just walk over and shaking my head at the vehicle. Like,
And,
I've
okay.
seen some different limos, but this one, okay.
I mutter about bad things for the environment as I get in.
Hey Steve, your car looks like the embodiment of what Guy Fieri could be as a car. Just letting you know.
This is Guy Fieri's refrigerator.
Trust me, this has got way more spice than Guy Fieri ever does. This baby can move.
All right. So it's not quite noon. You hit the main interstate heading south to Harp Island State Park. May have been a little uncomfortable because you haven't spoken for a while. Some of you even harbor various degrees of guilt for not staying in touch for the past 3 years. But after that first 20 minutes or so, it feels like home again. You get on the interstate, you pass the big sign that says Hollywood Farms, which you're all from here. This is St. Cambion's claim to fame, Hollywood Farms. It's where the Hollywood frost apple is grown. And as you pass by it, Steve, your phone rings.
Hello?
Just real quick. What is your phone ringtone?
Guided by the light, revved up like a deuce, another loner in the night.
Awesome. I'm giving you a favorite point. There you go. Bam. Just so you know, just a reminder, favorite points, one will give you a +2 bonus to your rolls. You can also use them to have some kind of control over the game in small ways. Like say you're running through the woods and you need a weapon or something, right? And you go, hey, can I spend a favorite point to say I find a stick that's heavy enough to use as a club? Okay. Or maybe you say, hey, what's the chances I find someone left a wood cutting axe out here all alone in the dark? Oh, well, maybe 2 or 3 favorite points, and you can have that. All right.
Just a quick
Running up on the
clarification. How many
abandoned
times can I
chainsaw
spend a
shed.
favorite point?
I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. How many times can I spend a favorite point? Is it just once?
You can spend a favorite point per action check. So if you make 2 action checks in a round, you can spend 2 favorite points. Or if you want to manipulate the environment, like I was saying, you could practically spend them all as long as the game master will allow it. So it's like no matter how many favorite points you spend, you will never find a working soda machine in the middle of the Sahara Desert, right? So
Thank you.
no problem. All right. So Ken says, Steve, how's it going?
Not too bad. What you been up to?
And I hear you on the road. You got that monster tuned up, huh? You use the hands free, right, Steve?
All the time.
All
All
right.
the time.
You got everybody?
Yeah, they're all here.
Hey, tell them I said, hey, hold the phone up.
I hold the phone up. So
I knew you wasn't using hands free, Steve.
I'm using hands free. Trust me, I'm using hands free. They can hear you. And I roll down the window that separates the front driver's side from the passenger compartment.
All right, everyone hears Ken's voice from far, far away. Was I calling him Kevin? His name is Ken. So
You said Ken.
Okay. All right. You hear Ken say, "What's up, everybody?" Y'all
Oh,
recognize that voice.
Ken. It's Ken.
Oh,
He said, hey, put me on speaker, man. Put me on speaker.
You are. I've got you on hands free. You're going right through the whole thing.
I was testing you again, Steve. All right. How far away are y'all? Y'all got to Hollywood yet?
Yeah, we're right up here next to Hollywood Farms.
Oh,
You
so
want us
y'all
to
be-
stop in and get anything?
No. That's all right. So y'all be here probably 45 minutes or so. I got to tell you something. The path up to the cabin is not like it used to be. It is overgrown. I mean, there are tree limbs, there are bushes. The path has been worn. It's rocky. Not that we ever drove a car out there to begin with, but I mean, I think I might have almost blew out the axle on my truck getting it up here. So I'll tell you what, there is a clearing about 20 yards once you pass up the path. It's It's real out of the way. I don't think if a ranger or anybody comes by that they'll see you. So once you park your car up in that clearing, and then it should be no problem just to walk up the rest of the way, because I don't know what you're driving these days, Steve, but unless it's 4 wheels on 4-inch lift kits, you ain't getting here.
Well, the car does have 4 wheels, but I'm not risking this paint job. I know bush track. No way. Not going to happen.
All right, great. You know, I pulled the tailgate out. The cabin looks great, by the way. It looks like someone's did a lot of work to it, but then maybe quit. I don't know. They trimmed it out and stuff, but I don't know. It's real grown up. It's still run down and abandoned. But anyway, look, I got the tailgate down. I got a grill going, so I'll have y'all something ready when time to get here.
Sounds fantastic. Can't wait to get there.
All right. Click. He's Steve, not Steve. Ken hangs up. All right. You guys go through Hollywood. You pass over the bridge. You see the state park signs. Go past the state park. Go through all these little back roads. A lot has changed, but you can recognize some things. Some things you definitely recognize. Some things look totally new to you. Like you pass up 2 gas stations that look like they're 20 years old, but they weren't there last time you were here. You roll up to where you believe this looks familiar. So the path should be somewhere around here that you used to take. Let's do some practice rolls. So who is in the front seat besides Steve? You can probably squeeze 2 in the front, huh? Or 1, I guess. It's up to Steve. Don't everybody volunteer at once. Who wants to be in the front with Steve?
I'll sit in the
Are
front.
y'all scared to sit in the front with Steve?
I'm in the front with Steve.
Steve, you got a history of being handsy or what?
No.
No, man. I work
All right.
wrenches.
All right, everyone.
So in the back, I've taken a Red Bull from the mini bar.
Okay.
Rock stars don't ride up front.
It's fine. I'm in the
All right.
front. I need to observe things.
So one day he's gonna get that band back together. One day.
I'm talking to Lee about the good old times.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was someone talking to somebody in Discord. All right. Okay, so whoever is in the front seat, well, this is going to be a practice action check. This is going to be a perception action check. I'll tell you what, let's just go ahead and all roll it so you can all see how it goes. So on your character sheet, you'll see perception next to awareness. You just click on that and it should roll the dice for you. If you want to just use the advanced dice roller, just set it to 2d10, exploding separate. All right, now we're throwing some dice out. So, yeah. Jason rolled a couple times, huh?
Oh, that was earlier. Who are we
Okay.
missing? Oh no, we got everybody.
All right. Well, Holly, you're not sitting in the front, but you're sitting in the back. And you don't know what they're doing. It's like, how many times have y'all been here when you were kids? All the way up until late teens. They're getting ready to drive right past it.
And do I perceive something that others don't?
Yes, they're about to pass the road. It's overgrown, so you could forgive them for that, but still, how could they forget, how can they not remember this path?
Oh, okay. So, all right. So basically, I just kind of like point towards like where the road is, and kind of like I guess just like alert the group and being like, "Hey guys, like I think we passed the road."
All right.
Pass the road. What? It's the third road after the second guardrail. We've only gone past 2 roads so far.
No,
Like,
no,
I
I think Holly's
recognize it.
right. I think Holly's right. I remember that tree. It looks kind of like a guy doing a squat.
Look, I recognize it. I'll bet my top dollar that is the road that we definitely need to go towards. Like, okay, like it's a little overgrown, but trust me, guys. Like, these are my stomping grounds.
Yep. I don't know. It just looks like a bunch of trees and a bunch of woods to me.
All right. Well,
I hit the brakes hard.
that's my brake hard hitting sound.
Good.
All right. Sure enough, you passed it. Not by much. But this place is totally overgrown from when you last were here. Let me put my spooky face on again. All right. So if are you going to try to drive your car up, which, Ken said that's probably not a good idea. Or you're going to look for this hidden clearing in the woods.
That hidden clearing, that was up the driveway just a little bit and then off the path.
Well, he said it was about 20 yards once you pass up that road.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna try to see if I can locate where this clearing is.
All right, I won't make you guys roll again, but it takes you a good little bit to get around. And surprise, Holly finds it. Holly's like, here it is. It's right here. Sure enough, there's a clearing. No one could see this from the road.
Holly, how'd you know this was? I mean, for all the times we've been coming here, how do you know? I don't know, but whatever it is, this place is perfect. And I back the limo into that clearing spot.
All right.
Hard to tell you, Steve. Some people are just more intuitive than others.
Ouch. Ouch. Man, did it just get cold in here or is it me?
All right. We will have Steve make a roll. Normally, I wouldn't make Steve make a roll because Steve has the driving skill, but he's going to attempt to back this limo up into this clearing that is overgrown enough to be well hidden from the road. So, Steve, that would, for everyone out there, he's going to make a coordination action check because driving is related to your coordination. And he's going to add his driving skill to it. However, since the character sheets are the way they are, he's probably just going to click driving and add his coordination to it, which we really need to fix that because it's extremely confusing.
Wait, no. Oh, wait, it's probably asking me to input something. The
probably so.
modifier. The modifier would be my
Coordination.
coordination. Hang on a second. Let me scroll back up to get coordination.
See what I'm saying?
I do. Coordination's
Really,
a 1.
Really need to fix that.
Submit.
Wow. Steve, you pulled this off. I mean, barely a leaf, barely a little gossamer leaf touching the side of the car. You pull it right in there like a glove.
Like I knew I would.
Pretty amazing feat for everyone else watching, even if you're not in the cars. It's like,
Yeah, you handle this thing like a boss, Steve.
Let's just say I've got some miles on it.
okay, car is parked. Now all you have to do is go up the path. When you go up the path, that's where this path was a little rough when you were kids, right? A person could probably have driven up here with a car, an old car that they didn't care about before. But now it is just, there are branches across the road. There's some trees over the road. It's grown up. There are some small trees that are growing up in the middle of the path. It's rocky and it's uphill. And it had rained recently, so it's muddy. But you can look up the path and that horizon looks familiar. You definitely remember that. And at the very top, you can see this old Ranger's fire tower that was abandoned back when you were there. Like, you know that this fire tower is on top of the mountain. And the cabin is far beneath that fire tower. So you'll have to walk up this path. Uphill. Yeah. In the mud. And the rocks.
And remind me, what time of day is it? Is it dark?
No, now it's about 11. No, I'm sorry. Now it's just about noon when you arrived here.
Got it. Okay.
Lee, do you remember where you're going or do you need some help?
I'll follow along.
All right. You start going up the path. Again, it is a backbreaker. It's an ankle twister. There are large rocks. There are small rocks. There are branches. It's
Damn, I
All right.
really hate that I wore some Converse today.
Yeah. Okay. Now everyone make a perception check. Perception action check. So on your character sheet, you just hit that roll, that roll right by perception. All right, Jason. As you're walking, it is not quiet because people are, you guys are really trudging up here. You can also clearly see the path that Ken's 4-wheel drive took up here. There are ruts, deep ruts. You can see where mud and water, rocky soil was rooster tailed up where he got stuck. You don't feel right. You feel like you're being watched. Jason.
Also fours
Okay.
on Steve's, whoever has fours.
Does anyone have 4 for your weird number? You can actually click on your token and it'll pop up the number that's in the second circle. All right.
Well, I would probably say to Jessica, it feels different out here, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it's because it's so overgrown. It's a little spooky.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Really needs to come here with the landscaper.
Exactly. All right, you start pushing your way forward, continuing. And you start to smell something. Somebody's grilling some meat.
Ooh, I smell a grill. Must be Ken.
All right. You get further up the path and you can start to see the smoke from the grill, and eventually the path levels out. I mean, it took you like 30. I was just informed that's favorite points that are showing up in that middle circle.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why I wanted those. Anyway. And before you can see the cabin. Ken's truck is parked out in the front. There's a grill on it. Smoke's rolling off.
Holy crap, Ken. When you said a grill, I was thinking a little hibachi. This thing is a whole full Weber gas thing. What are you doing bringing this thing up here? Are you crazy?
Oh man, it's just a little small thing. I'm not sure what you're talking about. And he sees everyone. He throws his hands up. Oh, it's been way too long, guys. Come on, pull it in, everybody. Come on, let's get a group hug in here. Will everyone join the group embrace?
Indeed.
I'd like begrudgingly join it.
Yeah, a little
All right.
nervously because I totally stole from Ken during high school, but
All right. Well, you can smell there's some alcohol on Ken's breath along with some of that Frank's, because he puts that shit on everything. Frank's is not a sponsor of the show, by the way.
Ken, you started without us?
Well, yeah. I mean, some of it's done. I didn't know it was going to take you guys. So, I mean, was the walk pretty bad? I know the drive was bad, and you almost want to slap him across the face because
It was a
It
freaking
was-
mud pit.
Yeah.
Did you have to tear the road up like that? Man.
Look, it was at one point I had to get the winch out to get over one of those things. I can't believe you figured that someone would take care of this place. I mean, look, check it out.
I mean, look as bad as that path was. It might have been better to meet at the bowling alley or something, as bad as that place is.
God, the bowling alley. That place is lame, bro. Come
Well,
on.
Yeah, I don't remember this place being so creepy in high school. This whole forest, I guess.
Yeah, it's grown up a bit. It's like, man, look, check out the cabin. So the metal on the roof is covered with it's all rusty and it's covered with dead leaves and sticks. There's weeds and vines that are growing up around the structure. The rough boards of the exterior are weathered with water damage and bug infestation. See the shutters are on the windows. They're mostly intact, but these shutters weren't there when you were little. You can see some glass, but most of the glass is cracked and it's dirty. Again, there was no glass when you were here, when you were young. The porch is missing a step and there's some deck planks that are missing. And the door looks pretty solid. So
I wonder if the new kids are taking care. I guess the new kids are taking care of it since we all left. It looks like even making some improvements.
yeah, I didn't come out here. It didn't feel like coming out. It didn't feel right to come out here without you guys, so even though it's been all these years, I really haven't came out, and I don't see any signs that anyone else has been out here except for whoever's been working on this thing. Maybe somebody bought it, and I don't know.
Were there any tracks in the road ahead of you when you came in, or were you the only car coming in and out?
No, I didn't see anything. Maybe I think I saw a wild dog, or that's about it.
You been inside?
No, I was waiting for you guys. I've been curious though, because I wonder what they did to it on the inside.
Listen, I have some aspirations in my future and I'd rather not get charged with, trespassing. So are we allowed to be here?
Well, no one said I haven't ever been personally told that we couldn't be here. And besides,
Jess, what are you talking about? This is the cabin. The cabin.
Yeah, when we were kids, it didn't matter, but
It's still the cabin.
I don't know.
Yeah, remember when we all did mushrooms out here? That was wild.
Remember
Yeah, that
when I
was
told
pretty
you I had a
crazy,
crush on you,
Ken.
Jason?
I still have
It was that
flashbacks
thing.
of seeing my face melt.
Yeah, me too.
Kevin goes, not Kevin, Ken. Oh no. And he turns to the grill. It's burning. He runs and starts flipping everything over. Hey, there's some refreshment in that ice chest if you want some. Man, I'm so glad you all can make it. It's just been so long. I can't wait.
So do I also get an eerie feeling that there is something that's kind of wrong? Or I guess, I don't know. Like, what's the energy? Like, what's the vibe type of deal?
Well, I mean, it does look a bit spooky, and of course, you all are a bit more mature than when you were kids out here. So I guess there is that feeling of, well, we're not supposed to be here, and if we get in trouble, and if work finds out, I can, but nothing is hitting you right now. Does anyone want anything from the cooler? He's pointed out. Look into the cooler. There's some bottled water, there's sodas, and there's lots of alcohol in there as well.
Do you have
Oh,
a country
sweet.
time lemonade? I'll take a country time lemonade.
Sorry, what did Holly say?
Oh, I didn't say anything.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'll grab a bottle of water for now.
Sure. There's a 6-pack of Country Time because Ken remembered. Steve, I knew. You thought I forgot.
You got my back, Ken. You got my back.
I had to go all the way to the Piggly Wiggly and the next county over to find this. And I don't know if there's Piggly Wigglies there, but okay.
I think
bet you
that Jason's going to stay away from the alcohol because he's reformed. He's had some bad times in the past, so he's going to stick with just the lemonade.
Jessica's grabbing a bottle of water for now.
All right. Well, Ken has already helped himself to several of the alcoholic beverages. You can see empty bottles. He has been mindful enough to throw them in the back of the truck. One thing that does catches your eyes, you all look over the cabin. There's some faded, looks like graffiti. It's kind of hard to tell where you're at, but it does stand out.
Gonna go check out the graffiti a little more.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, what is that on the side of the building?
All right.
Can I walk over and look at it?
All right, Holly, you have 6th sense as one of your advantages. And basically in this game, that lets you know if you're in the vicinity of something supernatural, right? Now, Holly, you're into the new age. You're into things like this. You're automatically a believer to a certain degree. The rest of the world, like magic and supernatural, all that's just hooey, right? But when you walk up to look at this graffiti, you get the feeling. Whatever it is, however it feels to you, like Diamond's character had it in the last game, and he said it causes his fingers to tingle. Maybe it's the hair on the back of your neck. Whatever that feeling is, you get that feeling when you walk up to this cabin. And anyone else who walks up to it, you can see that there's one of the bigger pieces of graffiti is real worn, but it says meat is murder.
Like someone's vegan.
But
So you said that I had a 6th sense. So do I guess I just feel like there's like a tingling sensation and down my spine probably, and that's basically it.
yeah, but it's not like if you see something spooky or something like that, from your experience, like say if you went into a graveyard that was supposedly haunted, right? Like you felt that feeling. If you feel that feeling, you're pretty sure that, wow, they're not lying. There really is something to this place. So
I imagine that like I kind of brought like some smudge. So I don't know. I feel like I would probably consider like lighting that up right now.
okay.
Just for like protection purposes.
All right.
Okay.
I'll just tell the rest of the others being like, just give me a minute, guys. And I just kind of like reach to my bag and I just have like some smudge that I burn. And I
That's
just kind
fine.
of like whiff it around.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
Meat is murder, huh? But it sure is tasty.
Holly, I'll give you a bonus favor point for that. I think
Yeah, I wonder who would have written that. I don't remember anyone from high school that was vegan.
Probably some of these younger kids.
Yeah, it's gotta be. Yeah, everything's gone organic, this, that, and everything else.
Yeah, that's true.
Should see it over in the city. It's crazy.
you can from back by the truck, Ken yells in, y'all going in? If you're going in, wait for me. Hold on, I'm coming. Let me get another drink. You hear the top of the ice chest squeak, and the icy water makes that sound as he pulls his frosty beverage out. Starts to run out.
Ken, for heaven's sakes, please tell me you're not cooking those Impossible Burger things. Tell me it's real meat.
No, I got some real meat. Why do you want to? I thought about maybe getting some of that or some of those veggie patties. I didn't know what you guys did, but
Well,
What
make
type
sure
of
make
burger?
sure to get them off the grill before you come inside.
Only one I found is over at Shake Shack, the mushroom burger thing.
Oh, I love that Shade Shack, man. Remember going there after that one Batman movie? Oh,
and Ken comes back. So they can't compare to Daddy-O's though.
Oh,
Shake Shack.
real burgers.
What
All
kind of
right.
meat is it?
Oh, on the grill, he's got like pieces of chicken, some sausage, and some hamburger patties, but he's not good at doing this. So
Charcoal.
some of them are.
Yeah, walk over to the grill. Ken, what are you doing? We don't want. I mean, it's already dead. You don't have to kill it.
Well, I heard you got to cook it really good, or it's got germs in it or something. Especially when you're out here in the wild.
You're a weird one, Ken. You are a weird one. That is for sure.
Wait,
Yeah.
yeah. I
that
think
just
you.
me?
Here,
I think
let me check, keep an eye on this thing. I got to be able to do a better job than this. This stuff here looks like charcoal.
All right, Lee, but I'm gonna go inside and check out the cabin. Thanks. He pats you on the back and leaves you with the little
tongs.
75 cent
I'm just gonna
gas station.
like let everyone know, like, hey, like, don't go into the cabin and until I'm done smudging. So I'm just gonna like walk around the perimeter. What are you guys doing? Are you guys like?
I'm looking at them going smudging. They're going to smear dirt all over the walls or something.
Well,
Having no clue what you're doing.
Holly, you've grown
Yeah.
up together.
But
Holly
never
was
had a
always into
clue.
this kind of thing. So it's still maybe something weird to you. It may be
Mhm.
something you picked on Holly about, but
I want to
no.
ask. Oh, sorry.
Oh. Are you saying this like in character or out of character? 'Cause,
Well,
like,
no.
should I explain this?
I mean, I know what you mean by smudging out of
Oh,
character.
okay.
No, in character, I'm just kind of like have no clue what she means by
Oh.
smudging and the other stuff. I
Oh,
just
okay.
never understood it.
I want to ask Holly, like, what's going on? Why do you feel like you need to smudge? Did something happen?
I've learned to trust my instincts, and I can't really explain it. I can't put a finger on it, but I feel the strong urge that there is some sort of energy. There is some sort of power, and I don't think that it's for our benefit. So this is just for our protection, for protection's sake.
Smudge away.
I throw my arm around Ken's shoulders and neck, and I bring him down into a headlock, and I give him a nuggie as I am walking up towards the steps of the cabin, about to go in.
all right, he wrestles around with you. Oh, man, Steve, come on, man, come on, All right, well, Holly, you said you were walking around the cabin. You're around the outside, right? So are you gonna go inside and smudge?
Oh, I'm probably like done by now, and I'll just kind of like go inside type of deal.
Okay.
I don't think yeah, I'm not really like super scared. It's just like
I'll follow Holly, but I am scared. I'm sort of like a little bit like Shaggy and Scooby Doo. Like,
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and put this map up, and you have to forgive me because I forgot to do the doors and windows. Can you all see the map?
okay, so where's the entrance?
It's right here.
Oh,
I'll do my best to put some little. I'll try to make a square. There we go. There you go. And a window. Obviously, the window is not that big, but just letting you know where it's at.
damn! If I knew it was going to be in this condition, I would have just got an Airbnb.
Oh yeah,
Like that.
there was no plan to actually stay out here overnight. It was just to hang out, you know. All right. Well, you walk in. The only thing that you remember there that looks familiar to you is that fireplace, because that fireplace was there back when you were kids. By the way, I'm going to put these doors on here too. Sorry, I know that's very unprofessional, but the one door to that bunk room is actually open, so you can see in there. Again, the only thing you do recognize is the fireplace, but it looks like it's been cleaned up.
Did anything around here stay the same? Jeez.
They definitely tried to fix it up.
What's it look like, guys? I'll
Smells
scroll
really
down the
Just
grill.
like your
I could
that
say.
smell. Taking a big deep breath in. Oh, yes, that smell of moldy
Oh.
carpet and, trashed out couch. Oh,
Well, that furniture is new. Well, it's not new, but it wasn't there when you were here as kids. That carpet is not there either. So,
Oh,
Holly, when you walk in here, you get that feeling gets a little stronger. But let me go ahead and give you the description. So it's dusty, it's damp, it's weathered from years of exposure. In the center of the floor is a well-aged and worn rug. There are a few pieces of deteriorated furniture and moldy generic pictures of wilderness scenes on the walls. Some have fallen to the floor and shattered. On the far end of the wall is something you do recognize, and that's a sturdy stone fireplace. To each side of it is a pair of cabinets. Those are new. However, they are weathered as well. You can see the door that leads into the kitchen, and you can see the door that leads into that bunkhouse. There are some things on the fireplace mantle, and there is also an old gun rack above the mantle. However, like it's a gun rack that has little drawers at the bottom, but there are no guns on it. And again, remind Holly, when you do walk into here, you get that feeling again. So let me go ahead and put your token on here.
This is interesting. Whatever I felt before I came here, I feel it stronger. I'm just gonna like pass that information to Jason and I guess Steve because he's right next to me.
weird. I wonder who's been here.
Yeah, who and what has been here?
you kidding? This is awesome. Look at this place. It's 1,000 times better than it was back when we were kids. Holy cow.
Yep.
Do you remember the pile of beer cans we had back there?
Yeah, it looks like someone cleaned it out.
Yeah, it definitely looks like someone was doing a lot of work here, maybe even living here at one point, but there's no signs that anyone's here now.
I'm just gonna imagine that I get a little freaked out and but I don't really like stop like exploring. I feel like I'll probably go around and kind of like smudge the inside as well.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, it is a bit of an unsettling feeling for you.
Mhm.
Outside.
Yep.
the burgers and whatever Ken is cooking is beyond help. So you can finish it off.
Pull
give
it
a
off. Pull
Mercy
it off.
kill it.
Yeah, Mercy kill it and look to see if he had anything else, which he hadn't killed yet. If not, I guess I'll walk up that way and see what's going on.
Well, in the ice chest, there's several like gallon-sized Ziploc bags of raw animal products and like a loaf of bread that he haphazardly wrapped in ice chest water has gotten into it, and it's like pasty bunny bread now.
Okay. Yeah, I'll throw a couple fresh some burgers and dogs or whatever on there and try to get those cooked.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and throw Ken up in here. Then Ken's gonna be right about, let's say right about there. He goes in. He's like, whoa.
Jessica's missing too.
Yeah, I was gonna say I need to be in there.
Ooh, miss anybody else?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, these tokens are so low resolution.
Mhm.
I don't know what happened. I'm gonna have to fix those. All right, and you should all be able to control your tokens. Is everybody on there?
Yeah.
So does my sixth sense kind of act like a radar type of deal? Can I feel the intensity of it as I move closer to a specific location?
No, you can't feel the intensity. However, when you go outside, you know that if you go outside range of whatever it is, you won't feel it anymore. But if you go back closer, so it's definitely something that is in this room.
Okay, so it's kind of like all or nothing type of deal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It doesn't let you pinpoint it. It just lets you know that it's there. It's not saying you can't come up with creative ways to try to figure out where it's at, but
Yeah.
all right. Well, Ken just walks around. He's just happy to be here.
I'll check out the kitchen because if anyone lives here, there should be food there.
All right.
Food that wasn't murdered by Ken.
What? Not Ken. Ken wouldn't do that to you, would he? He loves you. He hugs you, and he burnt animal products for you. All right. Yeah, you can go into the kitchen. That's not actually a door. It's just a doorway.
Mhm.
I was reminded to fix this, but I didn't do it. So
I'll just peer inside and see if it looks like there's evidence of life.
yeah, it looks
Jason.
like wildlife has been in here. There's a table. Obviously, there's some broken chairs laying around. I say broken, but they're not really broken. They're just old and toppled over. There are two large deep freezers, the ones I'm pinging at now. Of course, there's the sink and the obligatory puke green refrigerator, cabinets, and a stove.
Avocado.
Looks
Oh,
like
is
there's
that
been
what it's got?
raccoons in here, man.
There is a door right here, by the way, that goes into, I'm just going to tell you because you can see it. It goes into a pantry closet.
Do
But
any of
it's-
the appliances seem to be humming or operating?
No,
Yeah, probably not.
but there were no appliances here when you were a kid. No cabinets. You know, there were rusty pipes in the ground where the plumbing would be, but none of this. And when I
Huh.
say new, it's only new because it's new to you.
Right.
It is a couple of years old.
Someone put a bunch of freezers and a refrigerator in here, man.
Hey, Jason, I can't explain it, but just don't eat anything. You can look, but just don't eat.
Yeah, I have a feeling that these haven't been operating in a while, but I'm just kind of curious who brought all this stuff and why.
I wonder why someone would go this far just to vandalize this cabin. Wouldn't they do that in other places? This seems like quite a desolate place.
That's a good
Yeah.
question.
It's a weird place to squat.
Well, if they were squatting, they were going to be professional squatters because they got appliances up here.
Yeah, you don't usually see that, man.
I have a out of character question. Do we know, does electricity come to this cabin? Like, did they have electricity or did they have generators or?
It did not have electricity when you were here.
Mhm.
There were not even any wires ran to it. However, I'll give you that you did see when you were looking at the outside, you saw where there was a wire running from the trees off into the woods up to here.
Okay.
On a pole.
What about running water?
Oh, you want to test it out? Use the sink or
Okay, yeah, sure.
right? Because there's the bathrooms and then there's the sink in the kitchen. So if you just want to try the sink in the kitchen or whatever, you can
Yeah,
go
sure.
ahead.
I'll just kind of like try, yeah, the sink in the kitchen, see if there's any running water. I'm just imagining like we can see everything because like it's still sunny outside, so it's just
Yeah, it's not a problem. And again, there's really not a lot there. Yeah, you turn it, it squeaks a little bit, but no water comes out of it.
doesn't seem like we can have water here, guys. Do we have enough to drink?
Kid's like, oh yeah, I got that whole ice chest is full out there, and I got some bread and cheese in there too. We can make sandwiches with. There's in the back of my truck, like behind the seat, I got one of those big boxes that is a bag of like those huge bags of chips, you know.
Probably gonna be the least of our problems. Is there like an outhouse or something?
I have Jessica exploring into like the dorm room. Is that where the entryway to the bathroom is?
Yes, I'm sorry, I didn't draw that door in there.
Okay.
Yes, there is a door there. I do need to fix this map before the next time I run this.
So I'll just have Jessica call out to everyone, hey guys, there's like beds in here and it looks like there's a bathroom through the bedroom.
All right, and for Holly, if I remember correctly, did you say you were going to walk around the cabin earlier when you were doing the smudging?
Yeah, I walked around the perimeter and I entered and I did the same thing inside.
All right, well, you would have seen like this thing I'm peeing on. That's an old gas tank. It is rusty as hell. There's no outhouse, but this is a pump house. And there are some wires running to it, but
Okay. There's no outhouse, but there's a pump house. Gotcha.
yeah, but there's Jessica's found the bathroom. So all right, Jessica, when you enter into this bunk room area, you can see there are cabinets, like wardrobe cabinets that are on each side of the door here. These are actually bunks, so you'd sleep 8 people in here. The bathroom is horrible blue tile. 2 showers, 2 toilets separated by the walls, no doors. You'll have to use a sheet, I guess, or curtain, I don't know. And then there's the sinks. And
Seems
there
like they had
is
a whole crew of people staying here.
a door there, and there's a window right here. I guess I can make the windows different colors, but now those bunks do have pillows and stuff on them. However, they're moldy. You can see where bugs and rodents have been crawling in and out of them. Let's see. Steve, you were up looking around the fireplace. Is there anything?
Yeah, I'm checking out the fireplace, just seeing if what kind of condition it's in, whether or not we could get it up and running, if we can find some firewood.
All right. So the fireplace is just as you remember it, except cleaner. It's made of heavy stones that are collected from around the area that are cut to fit. It since has had a grating and chain curtain added to it. There's a rusty set of fireplace tools by it to the right. The mantle is covered in dust with insect husk and rodent droppings. Above it is that empty fire rifle rack that has the little small drawer at the bottom of it. And there's a box of matches, old damp box of matches on the fireplace. And these are cabinets to each side.
I'm gonna check out the little drawer on the gun rack.
All right. There's some old insect husk and ruptured egg sacs from a long time ago in there. However, you do see some shotgun shells. There are like six shotgun shells. And then the other side of it, there is a old gun cleaning kit that's rolled up, and there's 4 rifle cartridges.
I'll grab the ammo and stuff it in my pocket and check. You said there were some cabinets.
Yes.
I'll check the cabinets.
All right, in that first cabinet, bing boom. There's some basic tools like hammers and several boxes of nails. There's a saw, there's a little pry bar, all kind of like construction stuff. There's cans of wood stain. There's some old brushes, and there's a bunch of neatly folded tarps. In the section that's next to it, it's stacked up from floor to about midway with old pieces of rotten firewood. So someone was storing firewood here. So it's neatly stacked. There's on the shelf, there's several boxes of matches, a slightly used and rusty hand axe, slightly rusty hand axe, old newspapers, and a bottle of fire starter.
Just out of curiosity, I'm going to pick up one of the newspapers and see if I can find a date on it.
Yeah, this is not but a couple of months after y'all graduated and left.
Huh? Check this out, guys. Newspaper from when we graduated.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and I start looking through to see if I find any ads or news articles or anything like that of anything that we might have remembered.
There's all kinds of stuff in here. I mean, it's not like they were collecting newspaper clippings, right? It's a bunch of old newspapers, and you can tell that this is supposed to be used for making the fire and stuff with. But yeah, you can see ads from back in the day. There's a Blockbuster coupon.
Holy crap, look at that. Daddy-O's used to have a deal running. Burger and a milkshake with a stack of chili cheese fries. $3.99. Are you kidding me?
I remember that. Oh, that was the best.
All right. Do you want to look at the cabinets on the other side of the fireplace? Or?
Yeah.
All right.
Do the hamburgers be done by now, or?
Oh yeah, you can go out there and get them.
Yeah.
Oh, you're already out there.
Hey,
That's
the food's ready and it's not burnt.
Sweet.
You'll have to dry out some of this bread though. So one of the cabinets on the other side has a bunch of wool blankets in it, like from the Army Surplus store. There's stacks of old outdoor magazines, and down at the bottom there's actually a couple nudie magazines. There's a bunch of board games like Monopoly and board games. They're all dusty. There's a chess set, there's several decks of cards, and there's a stack of large rat traps. And the last cabinet, there's a couple fishing rods, there's some tackle boxes, there's a pair of waders that looks like something's made a nest in, a dusty old floppy fishing hat, a fishing net on a handle. There's boxes of fishing line. There's a couple walking sticks. And there are 3 small animal traps, like, little small jaw traps.
Got it.
All right. Does anyone want to go out there for the burgers, or you want to stay explore the house? Or
I want to grab one of those walking sticks
okay.
because I want to pretend that I'm like a wizard. But after that, I'll go out and grab a burger.
I remember I was checking out if there was running water, and I believe that was at the kitchen, or was it
Yeah.
the bathroom?
That was the kitchen.
That was kitchen. So in the kitchen, I feel like I would probably like open cabinets in the pantries if there is any. So what do
yeah.
I see?
It looks like someone might have actually been living here. There's old canned foods in here. There's old bottle of cooking oil. There's one of those Fry Daddy fish fryers that you empty and store away. There are utensils in the drawers. There are dishes in the cabinets. Now these are not like fine china and nice stuff. These are like stuff that someone bought at the sporting goods store.
About the pantry or cabin, sorry, closet, the pantry and closet thing.
That has like some large sacks of flour that's been dug into by animals and stuff, and it's laid out everywhere. There are some more large cans of old canned goods, green beans, but there are 2 large those 5-gallon bottled water bottles that are full and haven't been messed with.
Oh, looks like so we do have drinking water. Great.
And I think I skipped Gina. Gina was going over to the restroom, right?
Yeah, I was gonna just peer in there, but
Okay.
if there's like nothing going on in there, I was gonna check out the little cabinets and
Oh, okay.
or these.
All right. I'm sorry. Oh, there are old hunting clothes and not tarps, the rain ponchos in here. Some old shoes. There is also an old shotgun.
Oh. Let everyone else know that there's a gun here.
All right. It's definitely not been fired in a while. Looks like
Can't
it's
really
been
use
here.
a gun. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable touching it. Is anyone comfortable using a gun? I don't think Jessica has experience with guns. Jousting, yes, not guns.
She's really
You
good.
know,
She's really good.
Jason looks like he barely knows how to use the walking stick.
Yeah.
I'll head
Alright.
over and check out the gun and see if the shells that I have fit it.
Well, they say 12 gauge, and the shotgun, you look around it and you'll see on it, it's like stamped Mossberg 12 gauge. Mossberg is not a sponsor of United Venture Company.
But if they'd like to.
Yeah.
Wait, Steve, do you even know how to use that thing?
It's a shotgun. How hard can it be?
Please don't wave it around.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Look, I said I could protect us from spirits, not idiocy.
Idiots.
I pull all the meat off the grill and stuff and find something to throw it on and walk inside. His bread ain't worked too crafts, but here's some food.
Maybe we could dry out the bread on the grill.
Yeah. Or you could just mush it all together and then roll it out and like cut it up into squares and then let it dry into like little crackers. I've never done that before, so I don't really know that it does that.
I think I'll just have a burger patty, man.
Yeah. I'll just sit there and eat a couple hot dogs straight.
Wrap the burger in cheese. That's the bread.
Yeah. Perfect.
All right. Oh, well, Billy was there. I was going to see if you guys wanted to take the break. We'll wait till he comes back, I suppose. All right. So there are places to sit down. There's the moldy old couch and the moldy old chair. Or you know, just stand around. It's fine. Or go outside and eat.
So
I'll
what's-
probably
Weather's-
hang
So
out on the
what's up,
porch.
everyone?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, since I hadn't been in there, I just look at them. So this couch and stuff don't look the same. There's a lot of stuff that's changing. It looks like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks like
Someone's-
there's been a few people living in there.
Huh.
I don't know who would leave a gun behind. It's pretty valuable usually.
What, this thing? And I hold up the shotgun.
Oh, geez. Can somebody else take the gun?
All right. I tell you what, since Billy's here, let's go ahead and take our break. Billy, can you hear us, Billy? Can you hear us, Billy? Billy, are you okay? All right. Take us away to break, Billy. I suppose what, 5 minutes, 10 minutes? What would y'all like? Okay. Wolf said 5. Wolf wins.
I
It was 1.25. Hey, I think we're back. I'm pretty sure we're back. So if we're not, hold on a minute. Now we're back. I'm positive. Maybe. Yes, we're back. I'm getting the okay. We're here. Don't know what Billy's doing back there, but he doesn't want us to see and we don't want to hear. So, oh, let me go over here and turn this on.
Ah, there we go.
All right. If I remember correctly, everyone was exploring the cabin and Lee was bringing in some non-environmental friendly styrofoam plates full of non-environmentally friendly raised animal product for everyone
Yep.
to eat in various, some eat with pasty bread and some with slices of cheese. All right, so it's now probably about 1:30 and you spend a good amount of time in here just talking, having fun, reminiscing about the good old days. And you hear off in the distance, and in case you don't know what it is, because I did a terrible job of it, a roll of thunder.
Thunder in the afternoon? Is there any clouds?
Well, if you take a look outside, there are some clouds. It's getting a little cloudy. And
Yikes.
Ken is like, no, it wasn't supposed to rain. I checked. It wasn't supposed to rain. Let me get my light so you can see me. No, okay. We'll figure that out eventually.
Well, if we're eating outside, we need to have a little cover just in case it rains.
Well, it just so happens you have a nice cabin you can eat at, or you take cover in.
I don't know. The smell is probably gonna make me lose my appetite, though.
Well, there is a porch.
Yeah,
A
the
little
porch
covered
is
porch.
probably good.
All
We
right.
can move everything on the porch and hopefully stay dry.
All right, everyone crowds up on the porch. And just in case it becomes important, let's go ahead and crowd everyone up on the porch. You can put yourselves wherever you like, but I'm just crowding you up on the porch. All right, a few moments later, you hear another burst. Boom. And this one is accompanied, you see the bright flash first, but so it's the lightning followed by immediately by the thunder. And it's a very loud thunder. It like shakes the entire ground. Boom. And the heavens just open up. Rain starts pouring. You can hear it on that metal roof. The roof of the porch is not well put together, so it starts to leak.
Wow, this is some storm.
Ken's very upset. Ken's, man, this is bullshit. It was not supposed to rain. It was not supposed to rain. Like he holds his hand up to the sky. He's like, fuck you. You're ruining our good time.
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's the weather. It's unpredictable. That's what weather does. Boo.
But Holly, this was supposed to be perfect. I wanted it to be perfect. I wanted us all to have a good time.
That's okay. I'm still having a fun time. Are you guys having a fun time?
Yeah. We just got to move the stuff inside a little bit. We can still have a good time.
Jason, why don't you give me a hand with this cooler? And I set the shotgun down just to the right side of the door, standing up, and I head out to grab the cooler.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. It is a lot of rain too. It is squishy. But hey,
Man,
Did any one of you get a rain jacket or a raincoat?
I just
Oh,
was
yeah.
how are we supposed to get back down that trail in all this rain? Yeah, how muddy it was on the way up here.
We can probably start a fire and just wait out the storm.
And
Lee,
there-
there's an axe in the in one of the cupboards by the fireplace. Why don't you grab the axe and go see if you can roust up some firewood?
well, if you remember, there was stacks of firewood in that cabinet.
That's right.
Old Roddy firewood with the newspapers and the starter.
Steve, it looks like you're getting older, and maybe your memory's probably not as apt as it was.
It's that alcohol.
Ooh, burn.
He was drinking that alcohol and liquid bread.
Alcoholic lemonade.
Yeah, it was a country time lemonade.
Yeah, but
Ken, did you rewrap that Mike's again on him?
no, it just sat on the shelf so long it's fermented. I don't think that really happened. It'd be cool if it did, right?
Just to clarify, like Holly didn't like say that like sincerely. It's just kind of like ironic, just so that everyone can know.
No, that's good. That's part of Holly's character.
Yeah.
So
We know Holly's style.
Sassy. Sarcastic.
sassy, charismatic.
So I'm helping Steve move the food stuff inside.
All right, and it's one of those big ice chests, the one that you could use as a coffin if you had to. You had to break your legs a little forward, but it's not the Kiss coffin that can double as an ice chest.
A proper fishing on nice chest.
I'm going to see if I can help Lee start the fire because my experience at the Renaissance Fair, I can start
Okay.
fires.
Absolutely, that is something that you could probably pull off. So, would you like to take a crack at it? It's going to be a coordination action check.
Start checking through the cabinet since I wasn't in here, so I don't know which one the stuff's in.
You find it.
Okay.
I did not roll well.
Well, that's all right. Now, in
okay
this
if I
game, a
just-
low roll doesn't necessarily mean you failed. So, an 8 is actually enough to achieve an easy task. And you have fire starter and newspaper and everything else. So, you get one rolling.
Oh, nice fire.
Mhm.
I'll
I
start
knew
to
that
do it.
experience would come to be handy one day.
Is it okay if I just light some incense to mask the smell?
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
Great. So I'll just go ahead and do that, and I'll just kind of like woof it around the moldy walls. And then I'll just place it like on the mantle of the fireplace.
All right.
Are there any like
Tons of that stuff to get rid of this smell.
So, is everyone is inside the cabin and we're having fun? And
aside from the fire, are there any other lights? Are there candles, lanterns, anything that can be lit?
you didn't see any.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out just in case.
But there is a lot of firewood here. Not to mention the house could double for firewood too, if necessary. All right, so there's a low roar as the rain hits the metal of the roof. Drips and thin streams of water start to leak in. The air smells of damp rust and metal and wet earth. The only real sounds other than that, the floorboards are creaking. And Holly, every time you're in this room, you get that feeling that there's something else present.
Living room?
Mhm.
Okay. So it's not like a general energy, or is it?
It's the same feeling that you would get if you were like at a. In other words, you can't tell what it is and you can't pinpoint it. You just know that there's something that Holly believes to be supernatural in
Okay.
this room.
Hey guys, as soon as the rain is done, I feel like I want to probably head out.
Yeah. Ken says, yeah, I think we're going to play hell going down. I think Lee is right. We're going to play hell going down that thing now. I don't know. Going
But we
down
just
that
got
path.
here, man. It's the cabin.
It's the cabin.
It's not the
Look,
same.
I
as
share
when
the
we were in high
nostalgic
school.
feelings, but I don't know. Something's not really sitting right with me.
Steve, did you leave that gun outside?
Yeah, it's by the front door.
You probably shouldn't get wet.
That's all right. The roof is good there.
All right. Speaking of, is everyone your tokens? Is everyone okay with the positioning of them? Would you like to move them around anywhere? Where
We're all
are you in the
talking.
room?
Just kind of,
I'll be kind of near the fire a bit
All right.
with my walking stick.
After Jessica mentions the shotgun, Steve is just going to kind of head on over towards the door to reach around and grab the thing and bring it inside.
All right. Well, as you head to the door, Steve, you hear something. You think something's on the porch, and you look underneath the door. You know, the crack underneath the door. We all know what it's like when a dog is like on the other side of a door sniffing, right? So you can see that shadowy nose, and you can hear that.
All right. So
And
is the door solid? Does it have a window?
door does
Screen
not have a
door.
window.
What's that? It does.
Does not have a window, but it is solid. However, I didn't draw the windows in the front, so let's whoopsie. You draw those windows in the front. Very shitty like windows.
I'll slide over to the window that's closest to me and peek out.
All right. As you start to move, you can hear it. There's a growl, and then there's starts barking. And starts scratching on the door. It's pretty heavy.
What dog is that?
Ken, did you bring a dog with you?
I didn't bring no dog. I think but I think I saw a wild dog out there earlier. All right, Steve, you look out that glass, right?
Yep.
All right, Diamond, you've played the game before. It's time to make a reality check. That
Outstanding.
is a willpower action check. Because you're about to see something. Unfortunately, the folks at home aren't going to be able to see it. I'll post it up somewhere where they can see it.
Rolled an 18.
Wow.
Damn it, Steve.
Double nines.
All right. So what a reality check is, anytime you see something that horrific or supernaturally terrifying that would break you from reality, you need to make this roll. I was hoping Steve would fail, but he didn't. I'll post a picture of what you see, Steve.
If you make the image show up for all players, it should pop. Well, no, then he would have to pop it off. So
Well, I don't care if you all see it at this point, because you're going to see it.
yeah, it's gonna pop up on his. Should pop up on his over his map too.
Oh, okay. He's going to, okay, I got you. I understand what he's saying now.
Yeah.
All right.
Just show all players or something like that.
Is it visible?
Oh, wow.
It is.
Yep, for us,
Jesus.
it'll take a couple seconds to see if it pops up on his.
You'll have to excuse me. I did not get a chance to finish this picture. I barely got the colors in on it, but it is a dog. It's a large dog. It's not Newsom large dog, but it's a large dog. And it has it appears that someone has sewn human flesh to its body.
Jesus Christ.
Its muzzle has no skin. It's all musculature. And yes, that does look like someone has stretched out and distorted a human face, and the muzzle is coming through where the mouth would be on the face. It's
Those ears look like devil horns.
The dog has eyebrows.
No, the face that the dog is wearing has eyebrows.
Wow.
Yikes.
What in
I'm glad we don't
God's
see
green
that yet.
earth?
Yeah.
What's wrong, Steve?
Well, now, just so you all know, you all hear this.
Mhm.
This dog is pounding and scratching on this door, and it is barking ferociously.
What is that, Steve?
It's some kind of, I don't know what to call it. It's a man, dog, man, pup, dog, vicious.
What
attack.
the hell are you talking about, man?
I'll
Did
walk
you
over to
leave the
other window
shotgun
and look
outside,
out.
Steve?
Yeah, he left the shotgun outside.
Of course he
I was
did.
just going to get it.
All right. Well, Lee, you look out, and that's what you see. So
Okay.
you can actually see on the floor where its feet has no flesh. It's the pads of its feet are leaving blood where it's standing as it's scratching at the door. And now you have to make the reality check.
7.
You failed.
Nah.
All right. So you take 1 point of mental trauma. You can do that on your character sheets.
Yep.
I mean, not your character sheet. You just do that on your token too. If you click your token, and I believe the mental trauma is the purple one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep, it just showed up.
And you are overwhelmed with fear. The only thing that you can think about right now is this was probably the worst decision you ever made in your life. Fuck all these people. Who are they? They don't give a shit about you. They ain't picked the phone call. You know, they ain't picked the phone and give you a call. They ain't wrote you a letter. Nothing. What are you doing here? And now there's this beast. You can't even describe it. But you're terrified of it, and it's time to go.
Mhm. I see window, and I know Ken's truck. Ken, give me your keys. I'm getting out of here.
Ken's like, "Wah." Well, actually, we need to reel it in a little bit. You can't speak.
Oh,
You
okay.
are absolutely terrified. The only thing you want to do is to get away out of here ASAP. You want to get away from this animal.
Well, if he's at the door, I wouldn't probably break that window out. I'd probably go over to the other window and start banging on it, trying to get out.
Whoa, Lee,
Yeah, you can smash right through it if you wanted to.
calm down.
Lee, you're gonna hurt yourself.
Try and calm Lee down, maybe.
He is inconsolable. If you try to stop him, he will actually attempt to fight you.
Whoa, come on, man.
All
So
right,
am I also noticing that he is just so scared that he's not able to speak?
He's not able to speak. He just wants to leave, and there's people trying to like crowd around to stop him. He's like trying to get out from their grips.
Okay, but I am noticing that though.
Oh, absolutely.
Mhm. Okay, I'll just kind of like move towards like what's happening type of deal.
Right.
So would I also see the dog, or
If you move to look out the windows.
okay, I feel like I would do that.
All right, you got a window by Steve, or you got the one that Lee looked out of, and then when the door, The door is going ba-boom, ba-boom as this thing is banging on it and scratching and growling and barking and howling. All right.
Okay. I'll probably look out the window.
All right. And you see what Steve saw.
Okay.
And
Do
you
I
have-
also?
Yeah, you have to make the reality check. It is.
Okay.
There's actually a button on the character sheets that says reality check.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Okay.
Wow, that's a good roll.
Man. You and Steve. Yeah. We have seen enough scary movies. This ain't shit. It's very terrifying, but it doesn't affect you in a such way it's going to debilitate you.
I'll be like, yep, that's a dog with some human skin grafted on it. Great.
Hey, someone help me move this couch in front of the door.
Does the
Jason.
door open in or out?
It opens in.
It opens in.
Okay, well, hey, that's a great idea. How about I help you with that?
Yeah, Jessica, Ken, Holly, come help me push this. And I'll start pushing on it.
Everybody's leaving me alone.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Lee to calm down without like getting close to him. I'm still just trying to console him.
Okay. Enough time. Okay, so the way rounds work in WYRD, we haven't went into any kind of combat or anything, but I'm just gonna let you know. The way rounds work, they're really fast. They're like 3-4 seconds long, right? So if you do get into combat, just remember it's not like you can't make like complex actions like you might be able to do in D&D. You know, you won't be able to say, hey, you stand here and I'll stand here and then you stand here, and when it does this, we'll do this, because by the time you started that, it would have already eaten you.
But can we still move the couch for now?
Yes, you can move the couch, but
Okay.
Before the couch starts to get moved, I'm going to try to do a put my foot at the bottom of the door, open the door a crack, and if the dog pushes up against the door, I'm going to lean into the door really hard to try to push the dog away from the door so that I can then open it again and grab the shotgun. That's more than one round, but that's my intent.
all right. Well, no, we're not in the combat rounds yet. So
Okay.
I just wanted to put that out there so when we do get into it, because right now Lee is still trying to get away. As you're all doing this, Lee is mentally unhinged with terror. So
I'm freaked out by that, so I'm trying to move
And-
the couch. But
Lee does not want to be here, and I think
About to break the window.
yeah. So if you want to do that, I won't even make a roll. You can just jump straight through it. But I will say Jessica could attempt to stop you.
Right. So I guess, I mean, if they're that scared, they would try to probably jump through the window.
I am gonna try to stop Lee.
All right. Well, that will be a coordination action check.
Double sevens.
All right,
Against,
Lee. Jessica has grabbed you and is restraining you. I'll let you make a willpower action check to see if you can come to your senses. That's actually good. So you go almost through the window. Glass shatters everywhere. I'll say you take a point of physical trauma from glass
That's-
shards. However, Jessica has grabbed you. She has that leadership quality about her. She's the responsible one. She grabs you and you come to your senses, but it doesn't make it any better because now you're halfway out the window. It is raining like hell, and you can hear the dog even better. Hopefully, it doesn't know that you're dangling out there. You moved. Jason and Holly start pushing the couch. When you push the two of you, when you push the couch, make a perception roll.
Okay.
Action check. Ten. All right. You slide that couch all the way up by where Jason's at, and Jason's trying to not Jason, Steve. Steve wanted to open the door to try to get the gun. This thing is leaning on the door. So if you open the door, you're going to have to like try to shoulder it or it's going to come in. I can't hear you.
I'm going to put my foot at the bottom of the door to try to block it from opening all the way.
Okay.
And I just want to open the door like 2 or 3 inches is the plan. And if the dog is going to be leaning on the door by those 2 or 3 inches, then I'm going to throw my shoulder and all my weight into the door to try to slam the door closed and push the dog off the door to give me a fraction of a second to reach in and reach around and grab for the gun.
All right. Well, that's what you're going to have to do, a contested roll, because it wants to push that door in. This is going on. This is not coordination. This will be might. It's connected to your strength. So might action check. If you have athletic skill, you can add that to it.
I have an enhanced reflexes.
That's for initiative.
And I do have athletics. Athletics is 2, baseball is 3.
The twos. Choose the 2.
Okay. And this is a might roll.
Yes.
Plus the 2.
Yep. So you got 7.
7.
This doesn't work. You go to push you're trying to get that right as the couch is coming right up. I'm gonna give you this. That door burst open right as they shoved the couch up against it. Boom! But then it slams back shut. Somewhere in the back, outside, you hear the sound of another dog.
What
Dear
the
Lord,
hell
there's
is
more of
this?
that.
Can I ask somebody to come help me pull Lee back in?
That'd be awesome.
Ken or
Or
somebody.
well,
I can
I'm
Ken,
definitely-
you
not,
tell Ken will come over.
I'm not
Ken.
freaking. I say I'm not freaking out, so I can climb back in, right?
Yeah, now it's your straight back in the mind, right in mind now. Okay, so let's
Mhm.
go ahead and do this. But before you do it, don't roll anything yet. Let's go ahead and roll initiative because it's going to become important. So we get out the way. But don't do it yet because you need to click your token before you do it. If you roll it already, that's fine. I'll just do it again and I'll change your initiative on the tracker to what
I
you
don't
did.
see the
wrong.
little tracker thingy pop up, but that's okay. Oh,
Oh, hell. This is why is everybody on here? This is not right.
no, there's only Lee and Jessica on here because we just both rolled.
No, mine has David on it and Will Hansen and Rick.
Hey, I'm here.
Let me get
I guess I rolled double 4s if that
Yeah.
is anyone's number.
Yep. Not twos. That's the second time double fours have been rolled tonight. We had double nine. Oh, I rolled double nines.
All right, so Holly, click your token and roll initiative again. Oh, don't use that thing down at the bottom. You'll need to do it from your character sheet if you're using that at the bottom.
Again.
So I rolled
Like-
initiative.
But do you have your token selected?
Oh, okay. All right.
You have to have your token selected, so it throws it over into the
Turn order.
turn.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Wow.
Damn.
Well,
Exploding die.
I'll change it back to your original roll. All right,
Aw.
is
That was a-
everybody in there?
That was an amazing roll. Yeah.
Oh, no, it's
Hey,
pretty
if
wild.
no one cares, I'll let you keep it.
I don't care. That was-
I don't
No,
care.
I think, yeah, that's fine with me.
Yay. Thank you.
Paul's is sane. She can have a quick reaction, be the first in initiative.
And so we've probably moved forward so that the couch is in front of the door, right? Me and Holly.
Yes.
So since I believe mostly everyone rolled initiative, so am I okay to start?
Yeah, let me fix one thing real fast. Oh, this roll 20 can be aggravating as hell sometimes.
So if Steve and I have the same thing, who goes first? How do we determine that?
Whoever has the higher agility or the higher coordination. If not, your actions are simultaneous.
My agility is 7.
No, yours is higher. Mine's 6.
I wanted to see something.
All right, here we go. So Holly, you can do something.
Well,
And we'll go and move your token over by the door too. Since
Does it automatically add enhanced reflexes to a +1?
it should, yours
Okay.
should, yes.
Okay, I just double checking.
well, my priorities are to obviously, defend and attack. So for I guess defending, we have a couch, but I'm not sure if it's gonna hold the whole entire time. So now I'm wondering maybe I should probably move the chair, maybe that was next to the couch. Maybe that would put a little bit more force, just kind of like stack it on top of that door for defense purposes. Am I
All right.
able
okay.
to do that?
Yeah, it's basically going to be a 2-round thing. You may actually have to get help from Jason to lift it. So, but
Okay.
you can get over there by the
So
couch. That's
I
fine.
just tell Jason, like, by the way, hey, can you just help me try to figure out how to stack this on top of that?
All right.
Jason will get over there on his turn. It looks like he's a little bit slower to react than you.
And I
Now-
guess that's my turn.
All right. Just to let you know, you can hold your actions, and what you'll do is say, "I'm just holding my action." You don't have to declare or anything like that. You say, I'm going to wait a minute. And then you can go to interrupt anything beyond anything after your turn. However, you have to use that action before the end of the round or it will go away.
So are there things like bonus actions?
You have a reaction that is like a defensive thing. That you get one, everyone gets one of those per round, but you can use it to defend.
Okay. So I guess would it be possible, like, I guess while I'm doing the stacking action, in my mind, I'm probably thinking like, is it possible for me to like think something? I don't think thinking is an action,
Oh no,
right?
you can think. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, so I guess in my mind, I'll probably like try to figure out if there is anything in my occult knowledge that deals with this creature that I just saw, has any relation to that.
All right, you can make that roll. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's going to be a comprehension action check, or you can click by your occult knowledge, and when it says input, put whatever your comprehension is in there.
Okay. And then my modifier is my comprehension. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so that would be 1. Okay. So is that good?
Well, a normal task falls around 11. All right. So there's nothing that you can think of right now other than maybe some sadistic bastard has sewn human flesh onto this dog after skinning it, you know.
Sure.
But I'm going to give you something on the next round, though.
Sure.
All right. The dog is going to attempt to break through, and I'm using physical dice on my side because it's going to make the round go faster. But trust me, I'm an honest DM. You can ask people. You can check my credentials. Oh. All right. The dog cannot break through, cannot push the door hard enough. It's hitting it, but it can't break through hard. He can't hit it hard enough. Lee, you've come to your senses. Your arms are bloody. The sound of rain is pouring outside and smashing, booming onto the metal roof. That musty smell is burning up in your nose.
Well,
The
I'm
sound of
still,
that dog is going ape shit out there on the
Yeah.
porch.
I'm gonna run over to that cabinet because when I was helping do the fire, I saw a hatchet in there.
You did.
So
So
I'm
go
gonna run
ahead.
over there and try to grab that. I'm still scared, so I want to get
Yeah.
something to protect myself.
Yeah, then you can make that. That's plenty of time. That's plenty of space. All right, you swing that cabinet open, grab that hatchet. Steve, it's slamming against that door, which is just bouncing back off that couch. So with every slam, it gets it like an inch more, pushes itself in an inch more. So, what will you do?
I'm going to throw my body weight and trying to keep this door closed as best I can. And at the same time, I'm going to shout back to Lee and say, Lee, there's some nails in that cabinet. Grab the nails with the hatchet and we'll nail the door closed.
All right.
And that'll be my turn.
Jessica.
Out of character question. Do I know like how far up off the ground we are? Like, does it seem likely that a dog could, if I'm thinking a regular dog, because I haven't seen this dog, could jump through the window?
A dog could definitely 100% jump through that window.
Okay. So I'm just gonna try to see if there's anything to try and cover the window. Should I roll for that? Or I can use a point, right?
Well, I'll give you this much. That, and it may not look like it, but that is an oval coffee table. I guess I should have tried to make that a little more clear. It won't cover the entire window, but that's the closest thing you have in here to a.
Well, she's been throughout the whole building, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can smash the kitchen table apart if you want to, but right now you don't have time for that.
I was, thinking in the quick, I'm gonna say to Ken, like, can you help me grab the coffee table? Put that over the.
Yeah. All right, Jason.
Right. Well, I'm going to go help Holly since it seems like Steve is holding the front door closed for now. Help Holly move this chair to further reinforce the front door.
All right.
Although I'll ask Holly, do you think we should move the chair over to the broken window instead?
Well, does the chair actually cover it if we just move it there? Because the window's probably a little above the floor.
Well,
Yeah, if we combine that with the table Jessica's getting, maybe it would cover it.
I need to make a clarification. I say it's like a love seat, so it's not a big couch. But it's bigger than like a
Okay.
recliner. So
I'll just go with Holly's original plan.
all right.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Jesse, can you take down the dog picture? Right.
Oh, it's
No,
think
it's
you
not
have to do that.
Jesse. Yeah, you just click the X on it and it'll disappear.
Oh, I've already X'd out of that thing. It was too terrifying.
is it really?
I love looking at it. It's really cool.
Mhm.
You should see my other stuff.
Send it.
It won't go away, Diamond.
It's good.
Okay.
We're all good.
My wife says it's scary.
I'm gonna share with my friends.
That's cool. Wait till you see next Tuesdays. All right, you have the chair. No, you have the love seat, so you can coordinate your actions on the next round if you'd like.
Okay.
Which means Holly's gonna have to wait to go on Jace's turn.
Okay. That's what I'll do.
However, I am going to give Holly something right now. Holly, you do see something as you're looking around. You see something through one of the holes in the carpet from where it was moved around. Something doesn't look like it belongs here. It's some kind of occult symbol. Something is under the rug.
Oh, an occult symbol under the rug. Okay. Interesting. So is it kind of like just like the corner of the symbol, or is it the entire symbol that I can see it?
No, it is just a part of the symbol. You would have to
Just a
move the
part.
rug.
Okay. And I guess just by that I can recognize it. Interesting. Well, I'm probably the first priority is probably just gonna be pushing this love seat onto the couch, but I'm just gonna take a mental note of it. I'm probably not gonna say anything to anyone.
All right.
Just gonna keep it to myself.
Okay, now you all hear the sound of like someone blowing a horn, like it's not a car horn if I'm not doing it correctly. It sounds like someone blowing like a
That was good.
okay, like
Emergency horn or something.
and the dog immediately responds to it, hops off the porch and starts running into the woods. We'll keep the initiative tracker up, but unless you want to actually chase the dog.
Steve, you better get that fucking gun.
On it.
I'll
Yeah.
go in. I'll dig in that cabinet since the dogs ran off and find the hammer and nails and stuff.
Yeah, you can find everything you need. Like I
Yep.
said,
I might
unless
go to the
you're
kitchen and look for some utensils that could be weapons, like a knife.
And I kind of look at him. Should we break the table apart? I can use the hatchet and cover
we
the
just-
window.
Yeah, we need to cover this window.
That's after I help Holly with the chair.
All right, y'all move the chair over. That's fine.
I'll draw another square.
Yeah. I'll bring Steve the hammer and nails for when he comes back in with the gun. Then I'll take the hatchet in and start knocking the legs off the table. So sit against the wall easier.
All right. Ken is sober enough to help, but he's still whatever you want Ken to be doing, he'll help you.
I'll probably get him to help carry the table in there and put it up against
Yeah.
that window I broke.
Ken can help break down the table. I'll look for knives and other things.
Yeah, you
useful
can
in the
find
kitchen.
like little cutlery knives, steak knives, stuff like that. There's even some kitchen knives in there. So
I'll grab a few steak knives and
there's,
you know,
the 8-inch chef knife, is in there. The bread knife, and there is lots of razor sharp, even though they're old, fillet knives, because someone likes their sport and stuff here.
okay. I'll take some knives and I'll offer them to people if anyone wants to take one.
As we're carrying the table out there, I'm going, why don't we just leave, take the truck down the hill and get out of here?
I'm fine with that, but I'm not going out without a knife.
As we
How many
carry the
people can
table-
fit in the truck?
There's a
It's
bed
like
on
a-
it.
Yeah, you can fit in the bed. There's only 3 people at most. Well, it's a 2-seater cab. This is an old, like 1980s Dodge Ram 4-wheel drive, jacked up. So it's not extended cab.
And he said that he thought he might have messed it up on the way up here, didn't
Yeah, he mentioned something like that.
So if I wanted to just basically roll the carpet so that I can see what's under, would I be able to do that, or do I need to wait for my round for me to
No,
do
no,
that?
we're not in combat rounds anymore.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, like I said, unless you want to chase the dog, we'll keep the tracker up, but we won't worry about.
Okay. No, I immediately just try to like roll the carpet and being like, what the fuck? Like type of
As it-
deal.
So
I'm sorry if y'all are making hand signals and stuff to me. I'm not seeing it because I got several windows overlapping. So I apologize
oh.
if I'm not catching everything. Absolutely not ignoring anyone on purpose. Trust me. All right. Steve, I know Steve is going to grab that gun.
That's my plan.
Not a problem. When you open the door to grab the gun, you can see the bloody paw prints. It's still raining. It still smells like mold and crap like that out there. Holly, the couch and the love seat have been moved. All you got to do is reach down and grab that rug. And when you pull it off, very dramatic fashion, too.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Can you show us a picture of what we see in terms of the symbol?
I don't have a picture of it, but I'm going to draw it on here as best as I can. Crap.
If I carry the table in to put up against the window, do I see that blood outside?
Y'all are going to have to chop that table. That is a big ass heavy table in the kitchen. As far as the
Okay.
coffee table, yeah, you can move that coffee table. It's fine.
Yeah. I'm
However,
just figuring the table would cover more of the window. Maybe take the
Yeah,
hatchet to it and break
that-
it.
if you cut that table up, it'll cover 2 windows.
Okay.
But this is an old, heavy, heavy table. But it's Holly's time. Holly
Mhm.
dramatically rips that carpet away. Dust flies up, and you can see there is a large circle that is carved into the floor. There are a lot of symbols inside the circle. There's writing and some bizarre, unknown, unlegible wording around it. It's been here for a while. Holly, you have occult knowledge, so you can make a roll to see if you can determine what this is.
Well, yeah, no worries. I would love to do that.
Absolutely.
That's a pretty good roll.
That's a very good roll. That's a
Wow.
got a critical success on that. This is a summoning circle.
Awesome.
And there's something else about it. There's other markings on it, but you're not quite sure what they're doing, what they're for. You're positive that this is a summoning circle, but maybe it does something else. And the type of magic, this is some kind of nature magic,
Nature magic. Interesting.
like druidic or Wiccan, something along those lines.
Would I be able to connect the dots with what is written here and the horn that we heard that was outside?
That's about all you can get from the circle. But hey, you could, if you personally make that connection, yeah,
Okay.
no need to roll that.
Because I mean, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that horn, I guess, sounded druidic. I don't know if that makes any sense, maybe.
Well, it was definitely someone blowing into a old horn, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Do I need to make like a language check to understand like what is being written down on the side of the circle?
No, that's part of how you figured out it was a summoning circle. Is like you were able to decipher some of that writing, and it was related to it. Like, all right, so in weird, magic has themes. So, but the themes are superficial. A summoning circle is a summoning circle, no matter who's used it, right? However, if the person who learned how to make the summoning circle learned from like Wicca or some form of pagan magic or whatever, it would have that nature look to it. If someone had learned it from like a hermetic magic user,
Oh,
it would look more like someone made it with constellations and mathematical formulas and stuff. So
yeah. Okay. So am I able to infer what is trying to be summoned?
something dealing with nature. So your best guess would probably be a creature or a spirit, something like that.
Okay. So I just basically I feel like something shoots down my spine and I'm like, guys, do you see this? I just kind of like look like basically like glance at everyone being like, you guys do know that this is a summoning circle, right? Or am I the only one that noticed that?
I've never seen anything like that, man.
Yeah.
It's
You all
crazy.
can see it. Yeah, it might be something you've seen on the Late Show, but you have no idea what it does.
So what, like a Ouija board?
Not quite, but I guess you're in the train of thought that you're supposed to be in.
I just hear you saying all that, and I haven't looked at because I was chopping the table up. So I just go, what, you found a Ouija board type thing or something?
So I feel like I probably I'm thinking I want to do something in terms of like a spell. I know that there are people who like carry around like spell bottles, and I feel like Holly would be that type of person.
All right. So if you had a spell present or if you owned a spell, you absolutely could do it. But you don't actually have one. So if you found one, you could do it.
Oh, okay. I didn't come to the cabin with like a protection spell.
No, those things aren't ready to remember. We're dealing with like a real world setting. So it's not like supernatural is real, but it's not like you can go to the store and buy like a protection spell or something like that. So magic is real, but it is hard to find. If this were like a campaign we were playing, then you could actually go out and research one. But this being a one shot, you really don't have a way to research one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so maybe I just kind of like say a Wiccan prayer of just like, like getting the bad juju out type of deal. Like, I don't know, maybe the necklace that I'm wearing right now probably has some crystals that could offer safety. That's all I could think of.
That's great. Awesome. I'll give you a bonus favorite point for that. All right. What was the decision? You're going to try to board it up or leave?
Yep.
We staying or are we going? As I'm chopping on the table.
Is it still raining heavily?
Not as heavy as it was, but it is still raining. And Ken didn't actually see what was going on, but he's like, look, y'all, if y'all want to go, we'll just hop in the truck and go. I mean, what was it? I mean, was this a dog?
It was a dog with a person's face on it.
What?
I didn't see it. I just heard it. It sounded pretty vicious.
I don't know I never heard of a dog having eyebrows before.
The image was horrific. Imagine the worst kind of monster who would skin a dog alive and then wrap the skin of a human around the dog and stitch it up so that it was on the dog. That's what we're talking about, folks. This isn't no puppy dog.
That's twisted.
Damn, Steve. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you know that I can't think of the movie now, but I know there have been a couple movies where they put skins all over over people and skinned them and stuff. And I go, like one of those movies. That's what the thing looked like. And the blood. Oh,
I vote we should run.
Think Cujo meets Silence of the Lambs.
Ken's like, I'm with Jessica. If it's that bad, why are we still here? I mean, that's the 4-wheel drive out there.
Holly's had a bad feeling about this place the entire time. I just think it's our time to go.
yeah.
Just to as an aside, or maybe not, I guess I would say to Wolf's character, hey, I think you're probably thinking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Look, I don't do blood. So I don't do those movies normally. I just know there's been a couple of them movies. I've got an aversion to blood.
Yep. I'm
Probably check Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah.
glad you remembered it, Wolf.
Yep.
I'm fine with leaving right now. I got a knife here. Hold up the chef's knife and be like, if anything comes at us, I'll stab it, man.
Yep. And I got
Steve,
the hatchet.
Can you actually use a gun? Like, would you be able to stand guard? Do you know how to shoot a shotgun? I think shotguns you just point, right? You don't aim.
It's a point and click interface.
Out of character.
Yes.
Let me ask something on my character sheet. I have the weapon skill checked, but no point awarded to that skill.
Oh, that's a club for Steve. Steve's a baseball player. He has a club.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Always keeps it in the trunk.
The sheet doesn't hold the name for some reason in that spot, usually.
I don't know. Like I said, we have to totally redo those character sheets. The character sheets they were amazing, and I appreciate my wife for making them. But we need to do some adjustments to them.
Got it. So yes, I know. Of course, I know how to use this thing. Is this a pump action, double barrel? What is it?
This is a pump action 12 gauge.
Yeah, so it's pump action. So I pull the pump back to rack or to load around, but I'm not quick enough to know that I have to release the safety there's a little lever on the side that you got to release to get the thing to lock back. So I'm just sitting there, fighting with it, trying to get the pump action to load back in and go, yeah, it's just like this. And I do that action.
Do you need some help, Steven?
No, I got this.
Are you
All right.
sure?
Ken's over by the door. He's like, Yeah, I think it'd be all right. I mean, if it's a dog, yeah. I mean, it might be gnarly looking dog, but I mean, damn, there's what, 6 of us, and you got a knife, and Steve's going to eventually have a gun.
I'm also going to get a knife from the kitchen from Jason.
I mean,
All right.
you know, I
I'll
ain't
give you-
normally down with killing dogs, but damn.
For some fillet knives, those might be good.
That's a good one. Always get the knife from Jason.
It's a good name. It's not the 13th. It's not Friday. We're good.
Yep.
Ken, are you sure your truck is going to be able to make it down this hill? I mean, you said you had to winch your way up this place.
That was going up, Steve. This time we're going down.
All right, if you think you can make it.
If it's still raining, it's probably gonna be really difficult to drive in the rain.
Well, I mean,
And the mud.
I can handle it. That truck's got me through all kind of thick and thin.
Shotgun.
No, I got the shotgun. It's right here.
Oh, I call shotgun in the car.
All right. I don't have a map for the trail. I'm still working on that, but so we're going to switch to theater of the mind. So when you step off the map, we'll leave our tokens on here and still use this in case we need to click tokens and stuff. But all right. Ken grabs his keys out of his pocket and heads outside.
Hold on, Ken. You've had a lot of drinks. Maybe I should drive.
I grab another beer out of the cooler. Here, just take a seat and ride.
I've got a better idea. Jason, here, you take the shotgun, see if you can get it to work. And I reach in my pocket and I pull out a handful of shotgun shells and go, here, load the damn thing. And I jump into the driver's seat of the truck and say, let's go.
Guess I played some video games. Maybe I know how this works.
Well, when Steve jumps in, Ken's like, oh, okay, all right. And he hands the keys over because he knows Steve's a gearhead.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right.
I'll take the shotgun and shotgun shells, although I'm not sure that I'll be able to use them.
Is you don't have to have a skill to attempt something unless it's complex like brain surgery. You can still attempt to squeeze the trigger and stuff like that. It just you're going to get penalties. And as players, you never have to worry about the penalties. You only worry about the bonuses. The game master adds the penalties to the success score. So, all right.
Does anyone else want the shotgun?
Steve's driving. Is anyone going to sit between Steve and Jessica?
Sure, I'll volunteer.
All right, Holly. Joe, Steve is known to be handsy, apparently. Everybody
Alright.
else.
I'm in the
there-
back with the shotgun.
And
Does he
Ken.
have the little roll bars or anything in the back of the truck?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll climb up in there and grab onto one of those.
All right.
'Cause I
So,
figure it's gonna be a bumpy ride.
all right. So that's the plan. Everyone's moving and getting that position. And I'll go ahead and let everyone make a perception check real fast. Well, wow.
Ouch.
Wow.
Wow. You just have to keep one-upping each other there.
Wow. Okay. I'll show you what you see. Forgive this one. I did not have time to color it.
Hmm.
Can y'all see it?
It's a deer with a bow and a sword.
That is not a deer with
Nice.
a bow and a sword. That is the hunter.
Whoa.
Wow.
It is a four-armed deer with a bow. Because actually, he's in the woods and he's aiming it at you right now. He's aiming it at one of y'all. It's big. It's 4 arms. It still has the inverted knee of a deer. For Holly, you can see its horns. There are little, God, I can't remember the word. There's nature magic stuff tied up in its horns and stuff, like little talismans and stuff like that. And it's wearing little talismans and things on its
Wow.
clothes. This
Okay.
is definitely some kind of supernatural earthen creature, nature creature.
Would I be able to discern if this is the creature that made the summoning circle or was summoned by the circle?
You're almost certain that if something was summoned, this thing was summoned.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, we have to make our reality checks now, since everyone saw it. It looks a little more graceful in that picture than I'd like it to. It's supposed to look a little bit more visceral and in your face.
Oh,
I don't think I did pretty well.
All right. Holly, you're shaking. So anything you do from this point on, you're at a 2-point penalty because you're scared, but you're not scared enough to run.
Do I
Actually-
do anything on like my character bubble, I guess, looking thing?
No, I'll remember it when we come up with any success scores you need to roll. Or yeah, you could actually. I forgot you could do that. You could put something on there. I could.
Which color is it? Is it the red or the purple one?
no, that's physical trauma and mental trauma. If you're going to add something, the little bubble at the bottom, straight down.
Yeah, I'll go
Oh.
for you. Let's see. I'll put a little thing on. There should be like a. To it. I'll put a little clock. You have a little clock. And Lee and Steve. Steve, you'll get a little clock.
They do too.
Where did Lee go? Lee, you get a little clock. All right. Good thing Steve didn't freak out and say it's time to go. Let me draw my man down here on the hunter. Dude. All right. For expedience sake, I would say that we keep the same initiative scores unless y'all would like to roll again. I'll leave it up to y'all.
We're good.
I'm
Is the
good with
dog
the roll I
back?
have.
Is the dog back or it's just in the turn order?
It's in the turn order. You can imagine it might be somewhere around. All right. Y'all see this creature. It is in the tree line and it has a bow. It's pulled back and it is getting ready to fire the bow. It's taking aim at something. Holly, you're the first to see it.
I was the first to see it, but am I also the first to react?
Well, you're the first that can react.
Oh, I'm the first that I can.
Yeah.
But I
you're
am in the car though, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, so I guess there's not much for me to do other than just basically just kind of like tremble in fear,
All right.
Yell.
right? Because like I'm in the car and it's kind
Yep.
of a limited thing that I can do and just kind of like seated.
Yeah, well, you can say just you'll hold on to your action unless you see something that you can interrupt or whatever, and then you can do that.
Yeah.
All right. Lee, what you gonna do, Lee? Lee, you're in the back seat or in the back
I'm
cab with
gonna
Ken.
start screaming, let's go, let's go, let's go. And kind of duck down below the bed edge.
All right. The hunter fires. All right. Steve,
Yep.
you can see it looks like that hunter has got a bead on you when he lets it go. So otherwise, I'm going to give you the opportunity to use your defensive role if you'd like.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you, you need to beat a 12.
Yikes. Defensive role is that
Coordination.
That's coordination. Yeah.
Thank you.
Got it.
Yay.
You need the 12 or more. And ties goes to the defender. The
Nice.
arrow flies into the windshield, but the glass stops it and it scrapes the shaft. But you move your head to where the tip of the arrow would have been right where your nose was at.
Is it tempered glass? Because it would have just naturally shattered everywhere.
This is 1970s.
Yeah,
Power
So-
wagon.
Untempered glass.
No, it's regular car glass.
Yeah.
Car glass. I mean, it wouldn't
glass.
shatter.
You know, have a bullet hole
Yeah.
hole in it.
It's
Yeah,
got a
it-
little
It would spider web
chip
and
come
stuff.
out of it.
All right, Jessica, what's up? This is a bad
First I'm gonna
situation.
scream because an arrow just flew into the car very close to me because I'm in the car too. Probably
right.
closer to Holly, but I'll still go screen.
You probably have people sleeping at home. I'd say I would give you a favorite point if you gave us a real scream, but that probably wouldn't be good on your end.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
do have people sleeping,
Alright.
so I'll just do one of those silent screams where it's like,
All right.
I have a knife, so I don't really. I think I'll just hold
You
my
got it.
action.
You got it. Steve.
That's me.
Now I know we're theater of the mind, so let me make sure I said the scene right. You're in front of the cabin. You're in the truck. The back of the truck is facing the path because he just pulled up. Remember, the grill and everything was on the back of the truck when
Yep.
you walked up. The hunter is in front of you in the tree line. There is no more path, so take that into consideration.
How
Let me say there's no more natural, or if you
how
want a path, you have to make a path.
got it. How far is it from where I am in the truck to the tree line where the hunter is?
It is just, if your intent is to run into it, then
Indeed.
I would say that you can do that. However, just know you're going to run into trees. Right?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it's concealing itself in the trees.
Yep. So my intent is to make sure that the truck is in four-wheel drive low. It's in its best possible, off-road configuration. And then
Yeah, you're a professional driver. You can drive anything.
yep. Then I'm trying to make that determination of, can I make it to this hunter without losing all of the energy and hitting trees and stuff in order to get to him, or do I just throw it in reverse and back down the hill?
He is hidden in the trees. He's using the cover. So
So this would be kind of like off-roading through the woods.
yes, but the path is where he's at. It's not thin enough for you to drive a car through, drive a truck through. You see what I'm saying? He's in a tree line where the trees get thick. So
Got it. I'm still trying to picture this in my head. So where is the house in relationship to where the truck is? Can I put the house between it and me?
No. However, let me go ahead and just do a little sketch on another map and I'll show it to you.
Okay.
House. Path. Trees. We got bubbly trees, little happy bubbly trees. Again, this is a shit map. Don't hold me. Does that make any sense?
Yep, I see the truck
House,
clearly. Oh, yeah,
trees,
that's what I meant.
trees.
The house.
truck. Truck facing this way.
Ah, yes.
Creature in the trees. Trees.
Clear as day.
Yep. Path this way.
So what's the distance, roughly speaking, between the car and the hunter?
It is about 20 yards. I mean, he as far as where if he floored it, he could hit the hunter but the hunter is purposefully hidden behind trees.
Okay.
Back
So
outside the house to turn around.
yeah, wait, I'm thinking,
Like,
am I in the same condition that Lee was in when we were in the house, where like I can't do anything other than tremble? Oh, okay.
No, you're just shaking. That's it. No, he is absolutely terrified. You're
Just
like in a state
okay.
of shaking shock, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just be like, Steve, like we have to put this in reverse. Like we have to like literally just like put anything in between us and the hunter, like let's go type of deal.
So I've made up my mind, and what I'm going to do is my best option, which is to gun the engine and head towards the hunter with the intent to try to hit the hunter with the truck.
All right.
I'm just like, no, we have to get away.
I use my action to buckle my seatbelt.
Good. Good.
can I jump as he takes off
If you're in the back, yeah, you can jump out.
as a reaction to him going forward towards it?
Yeah, everyone is held in action. So.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't want to go in the woods.
Well,
Yeah, I don't want to go
well,
flying out of the car either. So I'll probably jump when I realize what's happening if I can react.
Okay, well, Diamond, I'll let you make a driving roll and try to mitigate the damage.
So here's a question for you. I've got driving, and I also have cars. I have 3 in driving, 4 in cars.
Yes, that's fine. You'll use that.
So
Versus
will it be
knowledge of cars, I think.
Yeah.
okay? So it is a driving roll.
Yeah. And you can use your specialization in cars. That's fine.
Doing that now, adding specialization, clicking submit. 21.
All right.
I'm gonna like sink my head into like my own palms and being like, oh fuck.
Because that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve goes, throws it in first. Boom! It leaps up, hits the bumpy ground, but boom, the rain is smashing into the windshield. The trees coming really fast. You can see the hunter as it steps back, and just boom. You slam into the trees.
Did we
Okay,
clear the
but-
truck?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll let you
Okay.
jump. No problem. No problem.
All right. I'll say I can do agility or something.
So
All right.
we hit the trees, but we didn't hit the hunter.
No, he was in the trees.
Oh,
He wasn't standing. He was using the trees for cover, like trees.
So he hit tree hit hunter.
Where's Ken?
Ken just jumped out the back.
Oh, okay.
All right. Jessica says she's throwing on her seatbelt. So
Do we get like shock from like? I'm thinking like we probably hit it at an incredibly high speed and probably like we might have like ricocheted because of that.
yeah, you're about to take some damage for sure.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna let Jessica take 1 point of physical trauma. Everyone else in the car, except for those who jumped out, you take 3 points of physical trauma. So hit points, there are no hit points. You just accumulate damage, all right, until you get to a certain amount. So all right, and I'll give it a good roll. Yeah, the front of the truck is you plow through like one of the little smaller trees, but the other ones that were more medium size, I mean, they were offering him really good cover, right? So, pow, the hood crumples. You hear the radiator go. Push. I'm not saying it's not drivable. I'm just saying it's wrecked.
It'll buff out.
Ken's, oh no, not my baby. Jason.
Yeah, I guess I jumped out along with the rest of the people who were in the back of the bed of the truck.
Yeah, I was giving you that for sure.
And so now I, still trying to hold on to the shotgun, got bullets, the shells stuffed in my pockets, and now I'm gonna go over to the car to see if everyone's all right.
So wait, one quick question. My intent was to try to pin the hunter between the car and something solid. If that wasn't going to be possible, I probably wouldn't have done that action.
That's what I was trying to say. He's like hidden behind the trees and stuff. It's
Your call.
I mean, I'll give it if y'all want to retcon it. We're not too far in.
But you did say that the tree hit the hunter, right?
No, he slammed into the hunter. Like the hunter was really. Let me see. Let me see if I can draw this better. I should.
If I couldn't have used the car as a weapon to hit the hunter, I wouldn't have used the car to hit the tree.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at when I was saying like he's inside these trees. He's behind these trees, using these trees for cover.
You know, like in D&D where the archer kind of leans around a tree to shoot
Yeah.
and stuff. That's what the huntsman was doing. He was leaning around a tree, so he was behind a tree. So
Yeah, he
like
was
you
up
hit
in the
that
tree line.
and knocked it over and hit him.
But that's cool. If that would have made a difference, then let's make a difference. So we'll rewind it back to you're in the truck.
Okay. So the plan B is to throw the truck into reverse, gun the engine, and to do a power spin move to flip it back around, a 180 power slide kind of move to head it back down down the trail.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, I'll let you keep that 21 roll that you did. So
Okay.
not a problem. Mud flies up. You're going as fast as you can. Just remember, you're going downhill on a very broken path with rocks and little tree limbs and stuff everywhere.
No, I'm going quickly, but the intent is not to blow the suspension out of the truck and throw all caution to the wind here. This is pushing the limits of my off-roading abilities heading downhill.
Got you. All right. Everyone in the back, you're getting wet from the rain. The rod gets bumpy. Boom, 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 boom. You're going down. Boom, boom, boom.
Am I able to load the shotgun at all? Am I able to figure out?
Yeah, you can load a shotgun. We'll say
Okay.
you've seen enough movies, you know how that's done. Just when it
Played
comes to
enough
squeezing the
video
trigger.
games. Like, oh, I think I remember how this works.
All right. You're going down that path. Those of you in the back, you can't even really see the cabin anymore because you're going so far, like going downhill, and bounce and bounce and bounce.
Holding on to the bar.
What
yeah.
what the hell was that thing?
I
Oh,
can't
that's
even
good.
begin to explain.
Looks like this is going to become important. So let me. Yeah, go ahead. Chit chat. Talk about
Oh,
this bizarre thing that you.
I'm just holding on to the roll bar, trying not to get bounced out of the truck.
I'm just glad, Steve, you kind of look like you were going to drive right into those trees. I'm really glad you decided not to do that.
I am just absolutely myopic. I'm not hearing a word of what's going on around me. My eyes are glued on that trail, and I am trying to get us down the hill as quickly as possible, taking all of my focus.
All right. Yeah.
And I take one hand off the gear shift for a second, and I put it on Holly's thigh.
Uh-oh.
Great.
Handsy.
I love that for myself.
Holly, and who is it? Oh, it's Jessica.
See, I was going to offer to console Holly, but after seeing the hand on the thigh, I was like, oh, okay.
Jessica.
Same old Steve.
Jason. That's the hot hand Steve.
I'm more interested in making sure that he actually gets us to safety. So I'm not really gonna do that big of a deal about it. I'm just like,
So you
whatever, dude. Just get us.
Oh, you remember? All right. Again, it's a bumpy ride. Out of the tree line. I will let Ken, Jason, and Holly, not Holly, Ken, Jason, and Lee make a perception check.
Wow.
That is double tens.
All right.
Wait, double tens?
Yep.
Oh, I have 10 as my weird number.
All right. Just remember, you get a temp. This is not really going to come into play much for you right now, but you have a temporary bonus to your weird score. Like if this is a campaign, this stuff would really, really be important. All right. Lee, you see it. Steve, did you make one? It should have just been Jason, Lee, and Ken. I'm sorry. Did I say make one for Steve? Okay.
I did not make one.
All right.
Ken's probably a bit too drunk to notice much.
Oh no, the deer's in the car.
Oh no.
But Lee, you saw it coming. The deer leaps out of the trees. You know you left this thing back there. You had to have.
Mm-hmm.
But it leaps out of the trees and lands right into the bed of the truck. Boom.
Can I take a reaction of swinging at him? I got a hatchet.
Yeah, I'll let you do it. I just don't want to get us too far out of turn, though.
Right. Coordination.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't remember. Ow.
Damn, what are you rolling? This Two Wolves got those hacks
Yes, me in this game, the dice get along most of the time until it's important.
Is that
Okay.
2 10s again?
Yeah.
But no, it has to be on the first box and the second box.
Oh,
Oh,
Got
that's
it.
true. All right. You buried this thing into its leg. Black. And the hand axe is gonna be a D6. All
5.
right. And it looks down with most great disgust and anger at you. All right, Holly. None of you.
And
in
now
the-
I see blood. What do I do? Sorry.
let's wait until it's your actual
Okay.
turn. So
Okay.
I gave you that because you saw it. Holly, you heard something in the back.
I heard something. Okay, can you describe what I heard?
Like something heavy land in the back of the truck.
Okay. All right. So first, before I react or anything, do we like have initiative or should we roll right now or anything?
No, I was keeping your same initiatives. You're first. So
Oh, okay. Well, crap. Like I would probably like turn and see like what happened.
well, you see the hunter. It's standing in the back of the truck, and it's standing with purpose. So it's not just like it knows it's on a rough ride, right? So it's standing with purpose, balance to be in the back of a moving truck.
Okay.
It has a machete in its hand. The bow is on its back.
And who? Sorry, you were saying?
Lee, no, and you could see Lee is pulling back an axe from a hand axe from where he hit it in the leg.
Okay. And who has the shotgun again?
That's Jason.
Yeah, that's me.
Jason. Okay, so I'll just like be pointing and being like, Jason, being like you have to shoot it like right now, like right now, basically. I know his turn is not yet right now, but like I'm just gonna be like, Jason, like please, like shoot this thing.
Got you. All right, Lee, it's your turn. You go ahead and make your willpower check for seeing the blood.
Okay. Willpower.
Oh, by the way, anyone that was shaking, it would have worn off by now. If you had that shaking status, it's worn off by now. All right, and apparently Wolf has an aversion to blood, but he didn't give a shit at this point in time. All right, Wolf, it's your turn.
I'm gonna take another chop at him.
Okay, go ahead. Oh no.
Twos. Wait, that's my weird number.
Mm-hmm. This is gonna be fun. Okay, he goes to swing the hatchet at the hunter, but he misses and he falls into it and he buries the axe into Jason.
Ow, what the hell, man?
He has a 2nd degree critical failure. So roll damage and apply it to Jason.
Oh, low. Oops.
Ah.
See, 6 it says. How much health do I have? Oh, well, I guess you said that I don't have health, it just wounds.
Yeah. Once you get up to for you 11, you're going to start taking. Practically no one can take more than 40 something, like 40, around 40 points.
So I take a serious axe wound as we're bouncing around in the truck trying to fight this hunter.
Yes, he actually hits you.
It's understandable, but I'm still a little bit mad at Lee for that one. And so Jason is understandably kind of shouting and screaming and bleeding everywhere. And maybe possibly manages to hold on to the shotgun.
All right. The hunter's swings the machete down at Lee. All right, Lee, would you like to use your defense this round?
Yes.
All right. You need a 17 or better.
Nope.
Right die, yo.
We're doing great, guys.
All right. 8 points of physical trauma to
Okay.
Lee as the machete goes into your shoulder and glances off your collarbone and brings a little bit of extra meat with it on the way out.
Hmm.
You like a little bit of meat with your machete, don't you?
Meat is murder.
I think we know who did the graffiti.
Yeah, whoever summoned this thing.
Jessica.
I hear Jason start screaming, so I start like trying to call out and trying to see. Can I look out the back and see if he's okay?
Yeah, you see the deer is macheting in the process of macheting Lee. Hope with the intent of killing him, of course. Jason has a gorish wound on him.
If I notice the deer is not holding on to anything, I'm just gonna yell at Steve to like try to make a jarring turn or do something to like try and shake the deer out of the back of the truck. But I don't have like an action. Well, does that count as an action to command somebody? Okay.
No.
So I'll hold my action, but
That's good. All right, it happens to be Steve's turn. Steve, you can see all this in the rearview mirror.
Well, that's pretty weird, but I've got one job that I'm really good at, and I'm going to keep doing it.
All right.
So I'm continuing to drive down this path as best I can.
All right, make a driving roll.
All right, let me get down to that. Click on that.
I think next time we'll just use physical dice until we get this straight.
Change that to that. Do one of those. 15.
Good enough. You thought you were going to lose it for a minute there, but you pulled it in. Jason, sure go. The hunter is looming over you, but he's busy.
Well, I'm
cold cuts out of Lee.
Holding one hand over the wound in my shoulder. I'll try and, with my other hand, aim the shotgun and just fire, point and click right at it, point blank.
All right.
I give you a point of bardic inspiration.
Oh, yes. I guess, yeah, with that, I could use one of my
Yes, you could spend a favorite point for a plus
favorite
2 play.
points. Yeah, definitely. This seems like a good moment. So, remind me, I should roll a coordination.
It's coordination, yes.
Okay. No bonus from my special interest of video games.
No. However, you do get the +2 because you spent the coordination. Also, you get a +4 because you're in like point blank range with this thing.
All right, well, fingers crossed. Here we go. So
20.
You got it. You didn't get a critical, but you got it.
all right.
Okay, so damage on the shotgun is going to be 2d10.
Not ideal, but
No, not ideal. Now, if you would have did a critical, it would have added an additional damage die.
The shells are old.
Yeah,
yeah, it's my first time firing one of these outside of Halo.
Yeah,
and there are 5 shells left, by the way.
it was bird shot instead of a slug.
All
Instead
right,
of
Holly.
a shot, right?
Holly, it's back to you. A shotgun has now gone off. If you're
Awesome.
watching it, you can see boom. The hunter has been shot. It is bleeding. It is
So-
behaving as if it was shot too.
Am I correct in imagining that while this is happening, that the car is stopped for now?
No, Steve is
We're
still
driving.
driving it. Like he just
We're-
made a driving roll.
Mhm.
He's gonna have to
Okay.
make a driving roll every round while y'all are going downhill at this speed.
Okay. So the hunter is basically attacking us while the car is driving. This is all happening simultaneously.
Yes.
Okay.
And remember, the hunter. The hunter is standing balanced, like he's not just
Mhm.
like he knows he's in a moving vehicle. You know what I'm saying?
This isn't the hunter's first rodeo.
Yeah, he's not doing it clumsily.
Okay. So there's two things on my mind. First thing, is there something that I could remember that could dispel this creature? Really anything. A spell, a prayer, like whatever.
I tell you what, I'll let you make another occult knowledge roll. If you roll higher than you did last time, which I think was a 21, right?
Yeah.
I think it was 24 or something.
24. Okay.
I think it's very rare if I if I do higher than that, but let me try. I'm gonna do
use tools.
so
Nice.
you gave me two favorite
Bonus
of
favorite
favorite?
points. You can
Favorite.
spend one to get a +2 to your roll.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna spend one. Is that okay?
Mhm.
Yes. So go ahead and just click on your occult knowledge, and when it asks you to put the modifier in, put in your comprehension and that bonus too.
Okay.
Wow. All right. If this was a creature that was summoned, if you had some way to bind it with a binding spell or a banishing spell, that would probably work. But these aren't things that you have right now.
Okay. So I know that there could be a banishing spell, but that I don't have the materials for it.
Yeah.
Okay. So the second thing on my mind is I know that there has been an arrow that was shot and now it's basically lodged in the windshield. Am I able to just kind of like take that arrow, basically like, I guess just like literally snap it out of its place and then use that arrow as a weapon?
Yes.
Cool. Well, basically, I mean, I can't really do much if I have an arrow and without a bow. So I'm just gonna like try to distract the hunter in some way. I don't know, maybe just kind of like
You wanna
being
get
like,
its attention.
hey, sorry?
You want to get its attention.
Exactly. I want to get its attention so that it doesn't like it stops macheteing for a bit so that we can have an opportunity to like, I guess maybe hit it a little bit more before it hits us back.
And
So maybe I'm not gonna wave it around. I'm actually literally gonna throw it. Is that okay? Throw it
Yeah.
as best as I can so that I can grab its attention.
yeah. So what you'll do, this is going to be an influence roll, because you're trying to get its attention. So it's an influence action check. So you click next to influence.
Influence. Wait, let me backtrack. Am I able to do the influence roll with or without throwing the arrow?
No, this is just to get its attention. You could hold the arrow if you wanted to. Like I'm just imagining you're looking at it going, "Hey," like this or
Mhm.
something. Yeah. So
But if
you're
I
just
throw the arrow at it, or probably like feel a little bit of pain and look at it. So maybe I would have a modifier if I throw it. It is maybe more advantageous to throw it than to just wave it around.
well, you would probably know that. Well, you'd probably know that you're not really going to do a lot of damage to it, but Okay, I'll tell you this. If you just want to throw the arrow to get its attention, like by physically throwing the arrow, we'll make it a coordination roll. If you want to try to use your own influence, wording and stuff, then that will be a influence roll.
Okay. Just give me a quick second. Let me see. Well, it doesn't really matter anyway because both of them are 0 for me. So that's wonderful. Whatever. I'll just like wave it around. Whatever. Influence check. Oh wow. Great.
Excellent.
I'm really influential.
Well, I'll tell you what. How about this? You wave it around, but I mean, a lingo that other people around you don't know. You know this creature is likely a summoned creature, and some of the language. So I'm not saying you're cursing out, but like you're telling it something like, "I know where you came from," or something,
Yeah.
something like that, and it looks up at you, and yes, you now have its attention.
I have its attention. I'm like, fuck you.
You're like, "I'll cast you back to wherever it was you came from."
Yeah, basically that. Yeah. Don't underestimate a witch.
Lee.
Yep.
How you doing?
Okay. As it looks up, since I'm right below it, I'm gonna sit there and shove it, like trying to push it out of the truck. I'm gonna like roll, like try to go to somewhat sit up after it had hit me and just try to shove it.
All right. So let's just make it an athletics roll. I mean, it's right there. So
Okay.
I'm sorry. Let's not call it. Let's just call it a might roll. If you have athletics, you can add it to it.
Yeah, I do. And I'm gonna spend a favor point.
All right. Don't forget to keep track of your favor points.
Yep.
Oh, good job.
Wow.
Unbelievable. You lean up, you throw yourself into this thing, and it feels like you've just hit like a wall. Boom, but you push off with the balls of your feet. It loses its balance and it tumbles over the back of the truck. And you can see it hit the ground and it starts to tumble. As the truck continues on.
Nice job, Lee. Still bleeding.
All right. You continue on and you can clearly see the hunter, right? The hunter gets up and is just looking at the truck. He bends down and picks the machete back up and then walks into the tree line.
It just walked back into the tree line, I say, as I kind of sit down in the bed of the truck, just holding my wound and the shotgun.
All right. The trip down is much faster than the trip up, especially with a truck. So, Steve, if you want to continue at this pace, go ahead and make another driver roll.
Sure. I'll throw a favor point at it just to make sure we get down there nice and safe and sound. He scrolls down to driving and adds his modifiers. Hit submit. Rolls a 13.
All right. You get one of the tree limbs up underneath the truck, but you do manage to wrench the truck back around. Everyone in the back, it's a very uncomfortable maneuver. You get slung around. All right. Give me one more roll because the hunter doesn't appear anywhere. You may have just left him out there. Who knows?
Same driving?
Everyone's just tensely looking around.
I'll do the same thing at burning another favor point.
All right.
$21.
Okay. You get that truck down there. You get to the bottom of the path. You know where your car was at.
I'll head to the head to the car, and if the clearing was big enough, I'll park the power wagon next to the limo.
Why are we parking? We should just keep going.
I'm not leaving my car here.
We can come back when it's not raining and when we have people not bleeding. The deer's
Yeah.
not going to steal your car.
I don't
Yeah.
think the limo is great for this terrain.
I have persuasion. I will roll for it if I need to
Holly,
persuade
Jessica,
him.
drive the truck. Let him drive his precious car. Let's just get out of here. As I sit there and try to see if I can figure out a way to stop the bleeding on Jason, since I had stabbed him with the axe, the hatchet.
I feel like I agree with Jessica. I feel like the adrenaline's pumping. I'm not really agreeing with Steven. Or Steve, sorry.
At that, I open the door, hop out of the truck, and hop into the limo.
Jeez.
I wanted to roll to persuade him before that. Can I do that?
Well, if you had some kind of supernatural persuasion, but
Darn
if
it.
it's just a regular persuasion, I don't want to take that away from a player. You know what I'm saying?
Darn it.
So if it was like a magic or something, yeah, but
Oh, Steve, why can't you be an NPC? Well, then I'm going to scoot over or Holly, I don't know who wants to drive. You're closer, but I could go around you.
Holly,
Oh,
wanna
you
drive?
want me to drive?
You're in the middle, so it's easy. I could crawl over you, or you could scoot over.
Okay, wait a minute. Do I even know how to drive? I'm
Yes,
Yeah.
you don't have to have the driving skill.
Oh,
You only have to
okay.
have the driving. All right. If you do crazy things in the car, the driving skill will help you, but you don't have to have the skill to drive.
Okay. Well, is there enough fuel in the tank so that we can escape?
Sure.
Sure. Okay, great. Then sure, I'll just keep on driving the truck with Jessica. Why not?
All right. As you go to scoot over, make a perception roll. All right.
Really shit
Ones?
at perceiving now.
You go to slide over, and damn Steve, you just opened the door and walked out, right?
That's it.
Screw it. All right, he's going to get his car. You see Fleshhound jumps through the tree, through the bushes, and into the car through the open door. It starts. So now the Fleshhound is where Steve was sitting. Steve, you hear this. Make a perception check, visual perception check, Steve.
Oh, good. I do have a exceptional vision. Visual perception. As it gets there,
All right, your car looks nice. There's your car. And except an arrow comes out of the trees and hits your car. It goes through the sleeve of your shirt and slams into your car. All right, we're back at the top of the round, and you can see now the hunter is down here. He's in the trees.
that Son of a bitch.
Holly, the flesh hound is in the where Steve was at, and it is growling, slobbering, this bloody slobber. It's a fake, not so fake. Eyebrows look angry, and it's going to attempt to eat you.
I love that for me. So do I have like a reaction?
No, it's your turn.
Can I like block with like my arms or some shit like that? Like, I don't know.
You've still got that arrow, right?
Yeah.
Oh
it is-
yeah, I do.
Abbott.
yeah. It is your turn. So
Poke it in the eye. So I can like attack it with the arrow, right?
yes, you can. You can just stab out. That's going to be a coordination action check.
Coordination. Okay.
Mhm.
Does that hit?
No, but it's not a critical miss. So you're just like swinging at it and stabbing at it with the arrow.
Okay, but it does not hit though. So
No.
just kind of like waving it around. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's my action. Like I don't think I can do anything else.
Nope. All right. The dog goes to bite you, but it loses its footing on the seat, and the rear part of it slides down, like where it's like just like its belly is on the seat, right? And its feet are hanging out the door, but it's holding on to the rest of the vinyl with its claws. And this happened when it tried to bite you, like it lunged to bite you, but then its like hind legs slipped and it fell down a little bit. It made a critical failure.
Dumb dog.
Lee, there's a dog. There's a dog inside the truck trying to eat people.
I guess I'll jump over the edge and chop at it.
All right, I'll let you do that. That's not a lot of distance to cover. You can do that in your round.
Since its ass, the rear end's hanging out.
Yep.
And I miss.
I won't do it to you. Technically, you roll. I have to do it. It's the rules. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yep, it's the rules.
All right. You're just not balanced right. You've been macheted. You've been bounced around inside this car. You jump out like you go to put your arm to brace the door and you hold the axe like this, but then you swing and you accidentally hit your forearm like, pow. You're not used to chopping at living things with an axe, right?
All right.
And
all the blood.
Yes. And you take 4 points of physical trauma. You might be close to what you were 6.
I'm at 13.
All right, you're in the yellow.
Yep.
All right, that means that Lee has taken enough damage to where he should probably go to the hospital. Wish we had some fighting music. The hunter steps out of the tree line. He has another arrow knocked. Steve, would you like to attempt to defend yourself?
Absolutely.
All right, I'm going to tell you what this roll is. I would be an asshole for not. You need to beat a 23. You need to get 23 or better.
I'm gonna burn another one of them their favor points.
All right. You can burn a agility point as well for a +5, remember. Unless you want to save that for later.
I'm gonna save that for later.
All right.
I'm gonna live life on the edge. You know, there's no sense getting out of this unscathed. So you said that's a coordination?
Yes. Oh, that's gonna be a no-go.
Well,
sorry.
It's almost if it's actually a 9 because it didn't add the 2 from the burning the favorite point, but that's closer, isn't it?
Sure. Oh, beautiful. You take 12 points of physical trauma as the arrow slams into your chest. Bonk. Well,
Okay. Ouch. That puts me into yellow.
Jessica, it's crazy. Why the hell did they stop the car?
Because nobody listens.
There's a wild flesh hound inside the cab with you attempting to eat Holly.
Yeah, I'm just going to talk out loud for a second to try and think it through, but I'm torn between either stabbing the dog with the fillet knife I have or trying to use both of my feet and brace myself against the door of the truck and kick as hard as I possibly can across Holly's lap and kick the dog out.
To try to push it out.
Yeah.
Well,
What?
you're a new player. If you're asking for my advice as the game designer and host, I'll definitely give you that.
That would be great because I do have a fighting skill, so I don't know.
You would have a better chance of trying to shove it out of the car. I'm not saying you couldn't hit it with the knife. You could, but you're just going to be doing damage to it. The other thing you're talking about doing is actually shoving it out of the car. you
Okay.
know.
If I want to try and kick it out, what do I roll?
All right, it's always a physical act like that is always a coordination action check, but you have fighting, so just make an action check, coordination action check, and just mentally add your fighting to it.
Okay. I also want to spend one of my points.
Okay, so I'll give you a +2.
Okay.
I think you have a 2 in fighting.
I think I only have a 1 in fighting.
Oh, 1. Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
just 1. Oh, so but it's +3, so it's not great, but I got an 11.
No, 11 is good.
Oh, okay.
Remember. All right, so what I'll do is I'll let you make it'll be a it's basically going to be a strength off on this one. If you would have got no, I'll let you have it. But go ahead and do damage to it. It's going to be a D4.
A D4.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. Because of the way you described it, like you brace up against the door and you push it out. You push it out fiercely with your feet. So like you go to hit it and your feet go up against the face and some of the flesh mass rips and some of the stitches pop, and you can see where it has no flesh of its own. So you can see where muscle is connected with tendons to bones and stuff, and it just slips. Half of that flesh thing just rips right off. And you can see the exposed flesh of the dog as you shove it out the door. Now you have a dog totally in front of you, Lee, with half a flesh face.
Sorry. Sorry, Lee.
This is your problem, not mine. Remember that time in school when you put that gum in my hair?
I remember.
Steve, you've been arrowed. You're outside your car, though.
I am trying to get to the car as quickly as possible.
All right.
And then get the hell out of here.
All right. So we'll let you take this round to get to your car.
Okay.
At the end of this round, you will be at your driver's door, popping it open. Jason.
So Steve's still going for the limo. That's right, not the one that we're in.
All right.
Yes, and he has an arrow in his chest.
That's pretty bad. But I'll let him do what he wants to do. Those limos are probably expensive. So I'm gonna. Lee is currently outside the car.
Yeah.
But I'll shout at him to get back in as I go over and try and shoot this flesh dog face with the shotgun. And I guess I'll use a favor point since I still have some. So here we go.
Just don't miss. That hurts worse than an axe.
Yeah.
Yes, criticals if you're attacking, you will hit. If there's a friendly person within range, you will hit them.
Well, with the
But-
+2, does that make it a 19?
No, you hit. Yeah, you hit great. As a matter of fact, you got a tier 1 critical. So you it's 2d10 plus a d10. So you need 3d10 damage. Oh, and it's a headshot.
Oh. Finally getting the hang of this thing.
All right.
Maybe that'll slow it down so that we can start, someone can get in behind the
No,
wheel.
you clean this thing's other half of its face totally off the shotgun.
All right.
Boom. Flesh dog goes all up against the door inside the car. Flesh dog brains everywhere. It falls down, just giving some twitches. And that is 4 shells left. You have killed the dog, the flesh dog. Holly, shotgun has gone off, echoed throughout the cabin. Everything's got real warm and wet from the interior of this flesh dog coming on the outside. However, if you wanted to get in the driver's seat, you could do it now.
So just before I begin, I'm really sorry. I hate to be that person, but I have work tomorrow early morning. Is it okay if we try to wrap this up soon? Sorry
Yeah,
about
you're at
that.
the end right now.
Yeah, I know that we're in the middle of a fight, but I just wanted to mention that.
Well, I mean, if you drive the truck away right now.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking right now, but I don't want to have anyone left behind, so I'm just gonna be calling
Relieving
everyone
Steve. Relieving Steve.
Yeah.
No,
I'm right
no
after
one's
you,
left
so I can
behind.
jump in as you take off.
Yeah, Lee can probably hop in as we're leaving.
Okay. I mean, Steve was annoying, but I'm still not gonna leave him behind.
I mean, if you need to leave, I can take over your character. Like, if you need to leave right now, I can just take your character.
Oh no, I mean, like I could
Yeah.
stay for like a little bit longer.
Yeah,
just
we're
a tiny bit
we're at
longer.
All right, so let me get this. You want to get in the driver's seat and get Lee and everybody? Or do you
Yeah,
want
as
to
long as
just
the
leave?
hunter is not nearby, like I'm just gonna wait for people to like get in the truck so that we can like ASAP like go.
Yeah, the hunter right now is outside dealing with Steve, and he's at quite a distance away from y'all. So remember, y'all stopped
Oh.
on the road so Steve can get out and go through into the wooded clearing.
Wait. So if we leave and we leave Steve behind, that's still gonna be okay because he can just kind of like meet up with us later.
Sure.
Yeah.
If he
Okay.
survives being shot in the chest with an arrow.
Probably wants to drive that limo to a
But
hospital.
how do we know he got shot in the chest? We can't see.
No, we don't know.
Okay, so I guess I'm leaving Steve behind then.
Okay.
I thought I said I pulled the power wagon up next to the limo and jumped out.
You did.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so we
Ranger.
did see him get shot.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just in the limo nearby, but definitely has a pretty serious arrow.
Yes. But he's at his car door.
Right. Looks like he's ready to drive off with his car. So we're good. Lee can hop in the truck as we leave, I think.
All right. You're gonna wait for everyone else to get in the truck, though, right? Before you take off, because
Yeah.
you have one person outside. Okay.
I
As-
mean, yeah, I
As he
think we
backs
agree.
up, I'd jump in.
Yeah, the flesh hound is going. Lee can jump into the car now. You hold your action to drive the car, so you could drive the truck away now.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I guess the truck is moving now.
Yes.
So am I able to just like literally like floor it like with the gas pedal? Can I just like zoom away?
As long as you're doing a straight line. If you're going super fast, then we'll need to make rolls and stuff. But as long as you're just driving on the road, like straight, that's fine. If you try to take a curve at high speed, that's gonna be you have to make a roll.
Okay, but I feel like I'll just be going on a straight line, so I think that's gonna be okay. Unless because I can't really see the map though.
Yeah, this is just the road you came in on when you parked the car, so it's a straight shot. You can just.
Okay. Bye,
Oh my
Steve.
god.
Sorry, Steve.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
He has his limo. That's all he wanted.
Holy shit.
You will be remembered, King.
Uh-oh.
All right.
This is for groping me in the car.
All right. He fires another arrow at you.
Well,
At
that
who?
seems like I should. Is there an ability, a chance to contest?
Yeah, you can use your defense.
That's coordination.
Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you what you need before you roll. He rolled super damn good. You got 35.
Okay.
But hang on, I'll do this for you. Do anyone else in the truck? Do you plan on coming back for Steve, or are you leaving?
I think we're leaving.
All right,
The assumption is
they're
that
gone. So what
Yeah.
happens is you get final girl status. You're the last person in the fight with the creature. Your threshold goes up by 10. So now you were a 10. 30 will put you in the yellow. So
For the
Where are you
love of
at?
his car, he fights.
Well, and it's I guess only appropriate that I also rolled my weird score.
So you get final girl status. So your physical damage, both your thresholds go up by 10. So that means you're now at 30 instead of the threshold is 30. You had how much? 12 points, right?
I have a total of 15 physical trauma right now.
All right. So you are in the green still. And you can defend every round.
Excellent.
So
I think
go
the
ahead and make
assumption is
roll.
that he's gonna get around to us at some point.
Yeah. This is exactly what happened in the last. Well, not exactly, but this is how it ended. All right. So you can make that roll.
I did. It looks like I rolled an 11.
I'm used to seeing it say something else. Yes. Okay. No, that's not going to work. All right. You take 9 points of physical trauma, and I'm being told there was a weird surge. I don't.
Yes, I rolled double fives, which happens to be my weird number.
All right. So if it comes up, you'll have a bonus to your weird score. I tell you what, I'll throw that in for final girl. For final girl, your weird score will go in on every roll. Oh, but right now you take 11 points from the arrow. Kaplack.
Wait, didn't I?
Now you need to make a 35 to defend against it.
Yes, that I understand. I
At
just
9 a
I just
second ago.
took 9.
Oh, I gave it to you already? Okay.
Yeah.
keep me on my toes. All right.
No, it's okay.
So there's no point in switching back and forth combat rounds now. So go ahead.
So my intent is when you asked me to roll, I rolled a coordination check.
That was a defense.
Oh, that was the defense.
Yeah.
Okay, and now what am I rolling?
It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh, I'm getting in the car and driving away. Straight to the hospital.
All right. Did you back the car in?
I did, so it's a straight shot out.
There you go. All right. He's going to take one more, try to get one more shot at you as you're driving away. All right. I will give you for cover. Oh, you can make a defensive roll. You got the final roll status, so
All right, that's what I'll do.
you need to be at 16.
I need to beat a 16.
Mhm.
I'll burn a stat point,
Agility point. All right.
Agility
you get
point.
+5.
and I'll also burn a favor point,
All right. So that's a +7 altogether.
+7. Okay. So here goes a coordination +7.
Fine. The arrow goes to the glass. Goes into your upholstery. As you floor it, dirt flies up everywhere behind you. And now you can catch up to those assholes who left.
Absolutely. What I don't understand is I stepped out of the car and I had the door to my car right next to me. And you guys somehow managed to leave before I even got to my door handle.
You were probably
Well-
fumbling for your keys.
No, in my mind, you were a little further away.
Okay. No
'Cause
worries.
I had missed that you had pulled it up in there.
Yep.
So
No worries.
it would have been a difficult squeeze, but
Yeah.
Well, now we're all traumatized for life.
Mhm.
We live.
I got a bunch of arrows coming out of me.
well,
Anytime
can
I
tell
see a
you,
deer in the future, I'm just gonna start screaming.
this is exactly what happened in the last game, except there was a lot less fighting in the car. There was a lot of struggling for the car, and everyone left Holly.
Well,
Holly-
that's just me.
Holly got final girl status, but still was macheted to death by the deer man.
Oh, so we all lived.
I guess so. We're all pretty successful in that end, but I'm pretty sure all of us are scarred in different ways, in different degrees.
I'm not sure if this has brought us closer together or not.
I kicked a dog's face off, so you
Yeah.
know.
I'm not sure if Lee's ever coming back to this island.
All right, well, y'all won.
Hooray!
It was
Good job,
Anyway.
everyone. That was fun.
it
Yeah.
lasted much longer than the other. I think it's roll 20 that slows it down.
Yeah.
I
You
really
said something about a previous like group doing the same exact thing that we did, something like that.
Yeah, last Saturday I ran this adventure at a convention last Saturday, and it ended up almost exactly the same way, except my wife was playing Holly, and she's the one that everyone left for the hunter to kill.
Oh, okay.
So, but I
I
hope
mean,
y'all
I'm
enjoyed
sorry.
it.
That's
I hope I
all right.
wasn't too mean.
It's a good strategy. It's bait. Like,
Oh
here
yeah.
you go. You can have him.
I mean, he just had to go for that for his car.
He
That
chose the
fits his
car.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think next time we might just use physical dice, because this game went so much faster at the convention, and it was like a lot more It's like I think roll 20 slows it down. You have to stop and put that number in and do it. But
Love
anyway,
physical dice.
I hope y'all had fun at least, and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
I had a blast.
and we will be playing another one next Tuesday if anyone's interested. That one's going to be called the Return to Newsom. So
Do we get it? Can we bring our characters to that one, or is it?
no,
pre-gens?
these are pre-generated characters.
Oh, okay.
They're different from this group though, so I have a Sorja type character in there and a
No, I want Will.
David type character in there.
Yeah.
So
Excellent.
all right, I
Sword
guess
is dead.
what's a type?
Yeah.
She's I forgot what we named her, but her concept is she's the electronic cowgirl because she's from Texas and she went to college for electronics and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So look, I finally got light.
Ah,
Like, I'm not in the dark anymore. All right, Billy, I guess we should go ahead and close it out. But thank you to everyone who tuned in. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to all the players. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Two Wolf,
mhm.
Diamond,
Always.
Sam, Gina, Unknown. It was great playing with you again. I had fun playing with you last time.
Mhm.
With the-
Absolutely, me too.
with
Thank you
the
so much.
White game. And thank you to everyone who's been watching us and made the change over to YouTube. We have tons of videos over there that you can watch, catch up on, and join our Discord and give me hand signals. Hand signals.
Mhm. Saturday.
And
Oh.
don't forget to join our page. You heard my voice?
Mhm.
That was my voice. And you can learn more about Weird at charismakills.com. And you can also see my stream. I do an art stream and stuff like that at Charisma Kills TV on YouTube.
And what? Do we have anything the rest of this? Yeah, we do. I don't know.
Oh, Saturday. Is Saturday Welcome Home?
Oh,
Yes. Tomorrow night is Call of Cthulhu at 7:30. And then join us Saturday night for Welcome Home, where I will be taking on the role of Matches and Two Wolf will be taking on the role of Tooks as we.
maybe.
Oh, wait a minute. Everyone but Matches is dead. That's right. So join
Because
Matches.
he ran away.
Join Matches on Saturday as he goes to try to recover the bodies of his comrades that he could just leave. Keep that in mind. Then Delta Green on Friday night, and then we will close it out. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that part.